I'm FD from Roll with FD.
I'm rolling with FD.
I'm rolling with FD, baby.
I'm rolling with FD.
And this is my co-host, Big John.
Hey YouTube, it's your boy Big John. Thank you for rolling with me and FD here on What to Play.
We're here every week.
Big John, what's going on?
What's up? What's going on?
Talking sports, the hobby, pop culture, and much more.
Catch us every Tuesday night talking about sports, the sports car hobby, and current events. Go Bears.
Most of these teams that do not care about if they're winning ball games. They care enough about, are you interested in what they're doing?
Beckett probably going out of business or getting bought sooner.
I don't think Kawhi Leonard, if he comes back, he's going to end up going back out.
Dion, you don't got to like that he cocky, but he got a right to be.
Big John, if Jimmy Butler goes to the Bay, I'm on the ground and I'm not. And you all know we're going to bring on guests from the hobby and everywhere else that you want to hear from.
You have to be prepared for haters. You have to be prepared for people who don't like you.
I started opening up my first packs in 1976.
I don't want to interrupt you, but while you're talking, I just got some background entertainment for you, but keep going.
What are you playing? Michael Jordan.
We got Junior in the house and Paxton in the house.
A lot of players got to find a way to win based on their own strengths.
What would we say is John Morant's strength?
Attacking the rim.
You know, small guards attack the rim, don't play long. This is the What's to Play podcast. Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Big John's on vacation.
Big John is on vacation.
He should be.
Yes.
He's having family time, able to relax and enjoy himself. I'm happy for him. But we got the number chaser here. Everybody, what's up, man?
What's going on, everybody? How you doing, FD? What's good, FD?
I'm good. I'm having a good Tuesday.
I bet. I know you were happy Monday night, man.
Yes. Yeah.
That Monday night was a good game. I'm not mad. I mean, sucks that Holly got hurt, but it was a great game.
So that kicks it off. So I've heard people say, personally, in conversations face to face, man, if Halliburton wouldn't have got hurt, I don't know about that.
I think, let's just say his points that he had scored were so effective in that moment. I think they still could have lost, but maybe they only lose by 5.
True.
You know, what was it, 12 or 15, 12 or 10?
It was, 11, 12, something like that.
Yeah, something like that, right? So let's say they lose by 5, right?
So the word is he may be out
next year too. Yeah.
So it's almost just like Durant with Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
You hate to see that happen to any player.
For reals.
And he was trying to stretch himself to be there for his team. So I get all that. But yeah, it's not good. It's interesting that a person can tear their Achilles and some people walk off the court. Some people can't walk at all. I know it's the severity of it. His
right.
Have snapped.
Right. I was actually playing maybe 6 months ago in my basketball league that I post sometimes, in my men's league, and one of my guys literally shot a shot and was just literally walking backwards.
Okay.
Fell over. Okay. And he was just like, did somebody trip me? Did I step on somebody's foot? But he couldn't walk. He couldn't get off the ground. So I know a lot of people always post the Kobe, like these guys ain't Kobe, but nah, I mean, I don't know.
Hold on, let me rewind that. You say you're in the basketball league?
Yeah.
You it's like a rec league?
Yeah, it's like a men's league. Yeah. We got different levels.
You got some game?
What's up, Brendan? Yeah.
You got some game, T?
I got a little game. I mean, I'm on one bad wheel right now. I got a messed up meniscus and ACL. I'm still out there, but
hold up. You still playing ball with a meniscus and an ACL?
Yeah, I got a partial tear in my ACL. I got proof, guys. I got an MRI. So anybody want to say nothing?
Are you still playing ball?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Jordan, you may have to pull up off of that, man.
FD. FD, you're so right. But it's just one of those things, FD, is like that competition in me. And I need to do something. And I'm not doing very much right now. So that's it. You know what I'm saying, FD?
I mean, man, that's a.
Hey, I feel you, FD.
You know what I do now?
What's that?
I guess in my life and at my age, when people talk about pickup basketball, all I do is watch. That's all I do. Back in the day, now I'm rebounding, I'm playing defense, I'm running a court, but now, so I went out. It was about 13 years ago. It's the 4th of July. I still remember this. Somebody challenged me to a touch football game.
Okay.
So I'm eating something. I don't know what. And I pop up and I'm like, yeah, let's go to the field and play. So I go down to the field and the field it was jacked up. It was messed up.
Okay. Yeah, a bunch of holes, Gopher holes, all that stuff, right?
Holes. So I'm backpedaling, step in something, and sprain a joint in my foot that's like right here. Like close to the ankle, but not at the ankle. I feel like I hear a pop.
Okay.
I go to the doctor. They take x-rays. I think the next day because the swelling just wasn't looking right. And I realized, I thought my foot was broke.
I got you.
And I realized I had a sprain there. And ever since then, it took 8, 9 weeks, 10 weeks really for that to get right. Almost 12.
Yeah.
To get it right. I had a job at the time where I was on my feet a lot and moving around. And I said to myself, then I no longer can I think I was in my mid-30s.
Okay.
No longer can I just pop up and go do something. I just can't do it.
I understand, FD. I truthfully understand.
And I used to work with a guy, and I don't want to tell you any horror stories. I'm just
no, FD. You gotta understand. I play in the league, and I've been playing this league since I want to say end of 2015. So, wow, I've seen the real life.
When did you tear that ACL? How long ago did you tear your ACL?
So it's just a partial tear. It's just a partial tear, bro. I've probably been playing with it for about 2.5 years.
You know, if you live closer, I'll come down and watch you put up shots. I admire that. I think Jordan, Jordan is frozen. Jordan will be back. Talking about Jordan's basketball playing here. We got Brendan saying, good evening, fellas. We got Zerny saying, what's up, fam? Jordan, you're back. You're back.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hey, you kind of froze up.
Yeah.
All good.
Sorry, guys.
Smoothest asked, when you play ball, what kind of shoes do you wear?
Yeah, so I have I'm not a big shoe dude, but basketball, I'm a huge shoe guy. So my main ones currently right now, I have the LeBron 20s or whatever they are. I have some KDs, some like Super Zooms or something like that. I can't remember the names sometimes. And then I play in Dames. Okay. And then I have Spiders. I play in Kyrie 5-6s or something like that every now and then. Just so everybody knows, Kyrie 5s are the best basketball shoes ever made.
So any of these, so I'm old school, right? My first decision-making process on a basketball shoe is high top or low top. So all these low tops?
Mm-hmm. No. Only the Dames. The Dames this year, not this year. Last year's Dames are low tops. All my Spider shoes are low tops. The LeBrons are like mids.
Okay.
You know, LeBrons are like mids. So
when did that change?
And that one high top, like Super Zooms or something like that.
Time that no one's wearing low tops playing basketball.
What's that? Oh, once upon. Oh yeah, nobody. I mean, if you did, you were like a point guard. Yeah, big men didn't wear low tops.
Completely changed.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So that's what I wear. Smoothness. I wear those. Usually, I get a new pair every year, but I don't run. Like my shoes are mostly upcat, but my Kyries, I ran those into the dirt.
Kyries.
Yeah, like Kyrie 5s, the all black. He actually has a really good shoe. I know there's a lot of players that play in it. But yeah.
What do you think his new contract with what's the new company?
Anta.
Yeah.
Anta, yeah.
Would you wear some of those?
yeah. I've been waiting. Like the first one of the colorways that came out, I just couldn't get them. And I truthfully, FD, I'll buy myself probably like one pair of shoes, like every 2 or 3 years. The rest of the time, like my son, he's got me. Both my kids have got me shoes pretty much every year.
Yeah,
or my wife will get me shoes every year. So
how old is your son and your daughter?
I have 23, 19, and a 3-year-old.
We talked about this before.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that 3-year-old runs my life. I'm with her all the time though. So
I can see that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, FD. I understand what you're saying, FD, but right now, like my goal is that I get to play until I'm there are some people playing Hardens. My goal is to play. We played with this dude. He was 73 or something like that. That'd be my goal. I gotta lose about 50 pounds to do that, but easy 50 pounds to do that. But
yeah,
that'd be my goal is to play like hopefully in my 60s. Obviously, it's not going to be top flight or anything crazy. Just be able to play, run up and down the court.
We all need our outlets, and we all. I can't say anything about that. We all need our outlets, and we need ways to exercise. So I can dig it.
Right, but I finally hit that. That because one, I'm overweight, and we're working on that, and I'm only on one wheel right now. So I finally hit that, like when you see those old guys playing and you're like, you just laugh like I'm used to running with the kids. So
I get it.
I hit that old man where all I do is shoot. I just drop 100 cards. Oh man. But yeah, all I do is I'm shooting right now. I got that Ole defense a little bit.
Oh, okay. The modified approach.
Yeah, listen, they attacking me on defense.
Bernie here saying, I'm a watcher too. I think that's, I gotta. Yeah.
Hey, FD, what about this? I know this is off topic. What
you got? You can jump anywhere. What do you want?
Definitely got to stretch. So I'm one of those guys, and if you watch a lot of guys, they'll be like, I don't stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a stretcher. So up until literally like the last like 4 or 5 months, I've had to start to stretch.
Yeah, you got to stretch, bro.
Yeah, I'm not a big stretcher. So I'm the guy. It's game time. You walk in the gym, and you know like when you're playing pickup, and you're the guy that makes 10. Strap up, let's go. Hey, but now it's like, oh, let me stretch, do all that. But to off topic a little bit, FD, have you ever played disc golf?
No, I've seen it played. I think Big John and I talked about this last week or the week before. I've seen it played.
Okay.
We used to go to a park where it was a disc golf course on the
La Mirada.
Yeah, I think La Mirada. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really. There's 2 courses on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I played tournaments in that one, so yeah. I think you would enjoy disc golf, FD.
Why do you think that?
It just gets you out. I know you're out.
Oh, yeah.
I know you're out, but I'm saying
I'll
like
try it.
Yeah.
I just don't know how accurate. I don't know. I don't know. It's like playing golf to me. You just don't know. I'll try it. I wouldn't shut it down.
I'm telling you, FD, maybe that's something we can do, FD. We can go out. Like La Mirada is a tough course. So
you got some trees and some angles. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some trees. There's some that's a tough course, but disc golf, that was at one point in time like my big hobby. Like I go to Vegas. I haven't went for 2 years, I think, but I was going to Vegas for tournaments. And
I've learned so much about you today.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a guy.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, FD, that's fun. And then especially with Junior, I'm hoping my little one My boy didn't. My middle one, he didn't like it. My oldest one, whatever. But I'm hoping the baby will get into it.
Okay.
It's just fun, man. And if you got a good group, and that's the thing, like out here, we're in a club. So I can call up anytime and be like, hey, do you guys want to go and play? And you can go play. And outside, you're walking up hills and down hills and stuff like that. Yeah.
So hold up now. I've learned tonight that you play basketball.
Yeah.
And you do disc golf.
Right, Brendan?
And what else you get into?
I mean, I dabble in golf. I got Bagger Vance clubs. What else? What else am I doing? I mean, I don't know if I ever told you. I did play. I played like arena football too, and then I played some semi-pro football. So we used to travel around. Yeah,
I got a semi-pro story. So
what's
one
up?
time I had just got to playing. I'm 23, something like that, 20 something. And I'm in a grocery store, and there's a guy who comes up from a semi-pro team, and he's like, "Hey, man," gives me his card, and he said, "I'd like for you to play." And I was like, "Oh, for real?" I was like, "Yeah." I said,
we getting recruited.
"Yeah, right." I mean, I was in shape still, and and then trying to get back there. And then I said, "Well, let me ask you a question. If I tear my ankle up or blow up my knee, like, how am I taking care of that?" He was like, "Well, that would be on your insurance." And I said, "No, that's the beginning and the end."
SD said, "Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I messed up my shoulder."
But I have several friends. I say that jokingly. I have several friends who have played semi-pro football and loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I've got to play against like actual professionals and stuff like that. Like a lot of people won't know Ben Moa, but most people should know who Reno Mahe is. Reno Mahe.
Reno Mahe, yeah.
Yeah. So and then I played against the number one running back in the whole entire country. This was in like, oh my goodness, what, like 2004? He went to BYU. I can't remember his name, but this kid's the number one running back in the whole entire United States. Goes to BYU. It's a black kid, and he's not LDS. He gets kicked out of the school for having girls in his room.
Oh, you can't do that.
You can't do that, right? But this is a kicker. It wasn't even like the girls knew they weren't supposed to be there, all that stuff. But one of the craziest things, and this kid ruined his life over this, just over something like this. But it wasn't even him. It was the people around. Somebody didn't like him, and they went and told on him.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the first time. It was like many of times.
It's like when I went to college, after 7 o'clock, 6:30, you couldn't have alcohol in your room. You couldn't, and I was on a dry campus. You could not have alcohol. You couldn't have opposite sex visitors after 10.
Dang.
Yeah, right. And so people sneaking around. Some people getting busted and put in front of a disciplinary board. Some people on third violations gone.
Yeah, so you know, FD, and
so I was close to that. And then I go to grad school at a place that you can drink, do whatever you want to do anyway.
FD was like, I'm in a totally different world.
Yeah, drinking in class.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, professor. Yeah, 2 + 2. Right? Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you got to respect where you're at and what's going on. But cannot happen. That's why the AJ, the top basketball guy that's going to BYU, some people were blown away that he made that decision because of the rules that are on campus. So
yeah, but he played ball in Utah.
Oh yeah,
he played ball in Utah. He played at he was a Utah All-Star or whatever they're called. Yeah, so he knows. I mean, and it's different. It's different because it's just different now. I mean, they still have the same rules, but it's just different. It's way different. than it was back then.
And our viewers should know that you grew up in Utah.
Yeah, I grew up in Utah, so that's one thing.
You're not just talking, like you have it. You live.
Yeah, I actually lived there. Yeah, so I know. But pickleball and shuffleboard. I'll just watch it.
I love to play some pickleball. I've never played. So
I've never played pickleball. Never have.
Beach a couple of months ago.
Yeah,
and they're playing pickleball. Like, I could get into that.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I look at that and I just.
You ever play tennis?
Yes, I'm horrible at tennis.
Your left to right. Your left to right. Okay.
That lateral. You can get me one way. You ain't get me the other way. And my lateral in football was decent. It's decent enough that I could play at another level, but it was.
Well, tennis to me is like top speed left, top speed stop, top speed right.
Right.
Football is a kind of a graceful movement.
Right. Exactly. You're right. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't cover that much ground.
Big John looks to be having a great time. He is. He looks to be, and and it's very. I mean, the probably the more I live life, I feel like I used to discredit vacations, and vacations are greatly needed.
Mm-hmm.
People need to be able to recharge and spend time with their folks, and I think it's very cool that we were talking here about we need to do something this summer, but I'm really happy for him. A lot of people in the Harden, so yeah, we got to that, and then Brendan says we are too old for the FD. Gotta live our glory of stories around the campfire. Yeah, I'm not trying to. I really am at a point in my life. I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone, and definitely not physically. Like, I don't feel like I need to physically do something to win over friends and influence people. I'm not.
Right. No, I do it. I don't do this. Like, I play basketball for me. Like,
I can tell the way you describe it that it's for you.
Yeah, like, I love basketball. Like, I just love basketball. I love playing it. I love coaching up the little kids, all that stuff, man. Like maybe I might try to coach. I don't know yet. We're gonna see.
Coach Jordan?
Huh? Coach Jordan, yeah. Coach JB. That's it. That'd be it. Coach Brown.
Well, when people start saying Coach Brown, that's a legit coaching name.
Yeah, no, for real. We get there. I don't know yet. I don't know. Like, I've never, like, my daughter played club soccer.
Okay.
We played one level behind, like, one level below the highest level that you could play. So, like, her coach is a really good coach, and he let me come along, and I think I was with him for 5 or 6 years. So by the 5th or 6th year, I was helping grooming the girls, like, get them in the gym, making sure they're doing the right workouts. Like, we're doing stuff like that. Like, our girls got to travel to, because we were part of AC Milan, one of the AC Milan club.
Yeah.
They're from Italy. So our girls every year would get to go to AC Milan.
Okay.
And train like they were professionals. So.
Sure, you're pulling back so many layers right now. I know. I mean, I can't assume that I know.
Yeah. Onion has layers.
In depth, Mr. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Layers right now.
Okay. I told you, FD, we could have watched the game one of those days.
Yeah, that's we don't live. We would be in different states. We don't live.
I know. California, most people be like, you guys are like 30 miles away from each other, or 25 miles away from each other. I don't know. 3 miles takes you 45 minutes. I don't think you understand.
I'll tell you one thing. Since I slowed down on going to some shows, I don't know the last time I've been in Orange County. And we were going to Orange County and Newport Beach, and like on a pretty much a regular basis.
You were going to the regional, right?
Yeah. And then we would go down to Del Mar and stuff.
Yeah, those guys aren't running anymore.
Yeah, we used to go down there on a regular basis. Jordan, I was at a show probably every week for a while.
I bet.
Every week. Now I'm trying to have more of a pull back, have more of a strategy, and buy more significant cards. I think.
I got you. Yeah, that's what you said. You said,
There's some Shea I got my eyeballs on. There's some Curry I'm thinking about in the future. That's what I'm trying to. I would even had a thought today, like, should I start buying some Joker cards? No.
I mean, I don't. Is Joker? There's no basketball equivalent to the Joker. Maybe Pistol Pete. Maybe Pistol Pete's probably the equivalent, like in a card world, to the Joker.
What are you talking about? When you say that, you talking about boards, or are you talking about what are you talking about?
As in like collectability. Like
there's nobody like the Joker. I'll agree with you there. It's very maybe someone like that, but it's.
But like not many people talk about Pistol Pete, but the more people are learning about Pistol Pete, they're like, oh, this guy was like, this guy was 14 years before his time.
Yeah.
Or more than 14 years. But
this is my only question about the Joker. You let me know what you think. I would love for him to play with more big men competition.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I love to have Patrick Ewings, the Elijah Wands, the David Robinsons, the Tim Duncans, the Alonzo Mourners. I like for him to have in a given week, he's playing against one or two of these guys. Because when he plays Embiid, and Embiid is healthy, that's a problem for the Joker.
Right. But are we saying it's a problem because it's on defense?
Yeah.
Because on offense, he's scoring.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about defense.
Right. So.
And making him work down both ends. Joker, a lot of times, doesn't have to really work on the other end. He doesn't. No. He's pretty much good there. But I hate that that's going to be probably some kind of a knock against him in some capacity. But it would be cool to see that. We still today, the draft is tomorrow. I don't know what big men are in that draft. That's just not what's going on right now.
The guy from Duke, the African guy.
He's in there?
I'm pretty sure. I thought he was. I think he's like late second round. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I thought the guy from Duke.
It wouldn't surprise me because he came in with flag, right?
Right.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
And I don't think he was going back.
Joking cards might be the toughest to find. They are tough to find. He wasn't a high draft pick. Some stuff didn't get made. What's up? Over the years, sports.
What's up, Tim?
What's going on?
Good old Tim. Tim, you gotta have Tim on. You gotta have Tim on. Tim would be good for a lot of guys that are trying to do some bargain boxing.
Okay.
Tim is professional at it. And I might have a special spot for Tim because he's also a Washington Redskins fan.
Oh, okay.
HTTR.
Let's look him up on Instagram. Okay.
Yeah, but
I will be in contact with him.
Yeah, and he run him and what's Carrie's thing? American Arbitrage and Picking and Punching. They have their own podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one of the big things, again, we're just going off on the side notes today, but they actually run under district. They run their own live selling site, Dibdit cards. So it's a good spot. Like I buy from there. I've actually sold on there. I sold on there. It's growing. It's growing actually pretty big, but it's still small enough where you can make an impact on it. So all those guys, Tim talked about this one. He just said, like, instead of hopping on Whatnot, being brand new, hopping on a new site might be better for you because you can build that up and you're not fighting against
True.
You know,
Yeah.
you're not fighting against guys that have been on an app for 6 years or 3 years, whatever it is. Yeah, but yeah, Tim would be good.
Brendan asked a question. Thoughts on Roth Cartel, the Black Prism, finance for 500K, scripted? Question mark.
Yes, yes and no. Tell me, FD. Tell me, FD. Like, even if it's true, it just feels weird.
Why does it feel weird?
So look, he knew Jaden was going to be there, and he wanted to get a picture with him with his card. Okay, I feel you. I don't have a problem with Roth. He's a Washington fan, right? So it's not like I have an issue with him. No, I appreciate you, Tim. But you don't feel like why would he? I don't know. I just why would he buy the card? I don't get it. I was thinking about this.
Well, I think it's good marketing.
It is good marketing, right? Like, I'm not mad at it.
No.
I just don't think it. Yeah,
Good marketing. I'm not trying to knock anything. I'm not trying to diss anything. I think that's all I can say on it. It's the right place, right time, good opportunity.
Yeah, Tim said that he feels like it was the most thought. I don't know. Like, I'll really try to think about this unbiasedly, because I was showing my wife. I was like, look at what he did. That was cool, right? But I've watched it a few times, and I feel like just watching it, he was like, we were trying to meet up with Jaden, and we didn't have any plan. We were trying to meet up with Jaden. We couldn't see him, and then somebody came out and was like, Michael Rubin was asking for somebody because this is what Roth said. Michael Rubin was asking for somebody who has the most expensive Jaden card, and somebody found Roth, who happened to be outside the thing. In my brain, my first thought was like, wouldn't you just be in there because you knew he was going to be in there?
I think that okay. I think when you have large events, this is the Super Bowl.
Yeah, at the new stadium.
We're watching. Yeah, they're displaying the card at the new stadium.
Yeah.
We're watching the Super Bowl, right?
Right.
So we also watch commercials.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to see. There's just a lot going on, a lot to see. So if it was scripted or organic, it still creates excitement.
Yeah.
It's marketing. And I wouldn't expect for someone to have a large function and not have some kind of marketing going on.
Oh yeah. I mean, that whole the way that they did the panels this year was way better than what they did last year.
Mm-hmm.
Way better. Yeah, way better. So no, I get you.
The actual filming of it was better. Me, and I said this about the last Fanatics show or event, is that you got to make stuff. I thought they did a much better job this year, from what I saw, of making stuff content worthy and instant clips on social media.
Right.
You have to do that. It can't be a situation where I'm filming Brady on that side talking, but you got a little bit of somebody else's head in the shot. It just can't be like that. Like you have to be, and they got to an angle where they're looking at people.
Right.
Cameras, that's how it has to be. So I thought they did a very good job. And again, we're talking about selling the idea and the you want to be there and the FOMO of not being there.
Right. That part.
So if this card, this Jaden Daniels card, got in that and became part of the marketing and the excitement, I think we should almost anticipate that. I would think the next event there's going to be something.
Yeah. So one of these, like Cam Ward, let's say Cam Ward's card, they're going to have Cam Ward there next year, right? I mean, if he has a good year, or if something happens with Shador, right? Yeah. It's going to be a big name like that, or maybe there's somebody we don't know who yet.
Just like last time you had Brady looking at cards. This time you had A-Rod coming around.
Right. And Wemby.
And Wemby looking at cards.
Yeah.
I think we have to anticipate that.
Yeah, I didn't see the Livy Dunn. I don't know about you, FD. I
Yeah,
didn't see the Livy Dunn.
I saw Livy Dunn. This is now we're talking about this card. Livy Dunn raced Drewski and lost to him. That blew my mind. Maybe
Really?
I'm one of the only people sitting here like, okay, she's gonna smoke this cat.
I mean, that's why girls don't race guys in not masculine way. That's, I mean, unless you're Shakara Richardson's or something, you know. I mean, Livy's a what, gymnastics, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we got to know that things kind of need to be scripted.
I mean, but it's good. It's good to have Drewski because I think that's better. I don't know. I think that's
so when we watch WWE,
yes, sir,
scripted, right? Correct.
What'd you say?
When anyone watches WWE, it's scripted, right?
Yeah, it's scripted.
So in the Super Bowl, the last Super Bowl, the Chiefs won when the DB got called for pass interference, and it clearly wasn't. Probably scripted, right? I say to people all the time, we don't go into the Super Bowl and you just get up and eat your Cheerios and come play. We got to make sure this thing looking right. Make sure people still watching this third and fourth quarter.
Oh, man. Listen, let me do the sign language. I'm done.
We got to make sure. You can't have a Super Bowl fanatic. This is Fanatic Super Bowl.
I got you. I'm not mad. I mean, it's a good point.
Fanatics Game 7. You can't have a Game 7. We just out here.
Yeah, I can't have that.
You gotta have Livy Dunn doing a deal. You know, you gotta have some stuff going down.
What Brendan said also the fact Ruben was part of the Panini product sale.
Yeah. He had me wondering if he was a dog whistle sign. Could have been a Topps card, but wasn't. I thought about that too, that it was a Panini card.
Because it's licensed though. You're not gonna want that in your You're not going to want that.
Let me ask you this question.
Appreciate you, Tim.
Yeah, Tim, always.
Appreciate you, Tim. Thank you, Tim.
Let me ask you this question.
Do a live video, Tim.
Oh. The Topps now, I mean the Topps, what's the one with schemes that everybody's excited about? Dick's Sporting Goods?
The rookie patch, the debut patch.
Is that scripted? That's like made up, man. You took a jersey, you put a patch on it, you took it off, you put it in the card. That's made up buzz, man. So that's like made up hype.
Nah, I mean, I like those. So I am I just dropped 1,000 of these. I am all about I'm all about the patches. I'm all about game use patches.
But see, that's the actual material of the jersey. This was an artifact placed on a jersey.
But that's still good though. That's still good though. And the because I can go like, so this one, I can't go to this one, but a lot of the old school ones, I can go and I know what game he wore that at.
Let me say something that's probably going to agitate. Sometimes I'll say stuff. Yeah, agitates, right? I don't think these cards hold their value.
They're going to hold their value, FD.
I'm going to say this. In 6 years, you won't know what Paul Skeens is.
So that's a different statement.
No.
You don't think Paul Skeens is
the foundation. He's the hub of all of that for that card distribution.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
He's irrelevant. That whole set doesn't work.
I think the whole set works, and the reason why it works is because it's all about hype.
But you know what happens to hype, right?
It's all.
When you get a skillet hot, right, and you got the avocado oil, because I know you're cooking with the avocado oil. You got the avocado oil in there, right? You get that thing hot, then you throw water in it. What happens? But then after like 2 or 3 minutes, you don't even hear nothing. Right? You're like, what? Is it hot? Is it still hot in here? That's how.
No, FD on this one. You got to remember, FD, like,
You
there's
remember
not
you remember Strasburg, right?
Listen, but if I had Strasburg's first game that I knew that he threw,
and what would that be worth right now?
Probably like 200,000, 300,000.
No, I don't.
His first game,
so. No,
maybe it'd be worth more. I say 200 or 300.
Strasburg's first game.
I'm saying now we already know what happened.
If that card came out back in the day, what would that card be worth right now?
No, I think because we already know what he is or what he became, and it's not like he did. It's not like he didn't live up to the hype. It's just
he didn't live up to the hype. No,
I mean, but he won his World Series, right? He still had good years, but he was injured.
A lot of people won the World Series. He didn't live up to that hype.
I mean, I'm not arguing that. I'm not going to argue that. That might be an off the wall take right there, but
I don't think so.
No, for me, I'm saying me what I said.
So if Skeens does not win a World Series, have a significant career, if he is injured or has problems, but in baseball today, let's look at it like this: in baseball today, born in America, who are you hyping up?
Born in America?
Yeah, nobody.
Nobody.
Well, if it isn't Paul Skeens,
Dusty Baker's son.
That's what I'm saying. You got Dusty Baker's son. You got some people.
Excuse me.
Bobby Witt.
Sorry,
it's not happening. So you got to go pick that pitcher that's 6'6" with the girlfriend, right? It's marketing.
No. He pitches 100 miles an hour consistently.
Cool. So did Dwight Gooden. That's cool. We've seen
but
that.
Skeens pitches all pitches 100 miles an hour. His off-speed pitch is a 92 mile an hour pitch.
Same thing. We have seen that. That was 40 years ago when you didn't have social media. He did. He came in
like
there.
Doc. I like Doc.
Yeah, but what pitcher can you name? Kerry Wood that came in slinging heat and did it for a while.
Nolan Ryan's the only one.
Yeah.
But realistically, right?
You got a Randy Johnson when he got control. So, I mean, it's cool. It feels good. It's ESPN like. It's the dunk with the screen. Right? But then after that.
FD, we can have this discussion, but Brendan, I didn't know Strasburg had a $1 million redemption. That's pretty dope.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Where is it now?
Who knows?
It's a marketing write-off for Dick. Yeah. That's why Dicks get jumped in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to showcase the new building you're building. I mean, why would you not? And you get to Ruben has probably talked to some people. So we can get this cross-functional thing going on with the hobby. It's popping for everybody. MCG was a great success. I hope they bring it back someday. What is MCG? Let me know, Brendan.
So I think
optics, man.
Yeah, I think though these debut patches though, FD. The best thing about a debut patch, there's only one debut patch. There could be 100 athletes with debut patches, but there's only one debut patches.
But what I'm saying is that's cool, right? That feels good, right? You get all up in here.
We're getting the FD feel good. Oh man, FD. We need to edit. We need a video for
I can put this up.
We need a video for FD feel good.
Yes, feel good. But you still have to be a baller after that debut patch.
You're right. You're right to hold value, but that's on the grand scheme of things, and that's not. It's somewhat important, but it's not really important because it's all about in this current market of sports cards. It's always like that.
No, it's not.
Well, yeah, because think about it. Rookies back then.
No, when I buy sports cards, Jordan, I have a whole different.
Okay.
I'm not buying.
I'm talking whole.
I'm not buying for the sizzle in the pan. That's really for people that don't buy those cards. They looking at the sizzle in the pan. But for people who try to have a strategy about what they do, I'm not concerned about if player X has 70 points tonight in the NBA. Not concerned about that. Will you be in the playoffs? And when you get to the playoffs, how will you perform? So I'm not concerned about the Luka and the Ja who's shooting 65% from the free throw line as a point guard. I'm not concerned about that person dunking and yelling. Ah! I'm not concerned about that. That has nothing to do with basketball.
I understand now. Understood, as you.
So when I purchase it, I'm looking at that. That's not moving me. While the person next to me in the sports bar is like, "Did you see that? Did you see him yelling, screaming, dunk?"
FD is not about. I got you, FD. So you're about the presentation of the whole entire thing, not
I need
just
consistency, man.
Yeah.
The word is consistency. That's what you got young players like Shea that get me excited because they're consistent.
Right.
You got to think. I was talking to a friend today, and I said Indiana threw their best defender as Shea. And going into the series, Big John and I talked about how Nembrant was going to be the problem. They threw their best defender. This man still averaged 30.5 points a game.
Nah, he's
so let's say the defender wasn't good. What would he have averaged? So when you can be consistent like that, you're rare. But when you come out and tonight you have 25, and tomorrow you have 5, and the next day you have 14, and then you're shooting, your efficiency is in the trash can. Now you put out a debut patch on that. Okay.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, FD. But when I'm speaking, I'm not speaking just for you. I'm speaking.
No, I know you're not talking about for me. But
yeah,
I think we in the hobby we underestimate. There are savvy people all throughout the hobby that look at this stuff and wonder what the hell's going on. But to the masses, this is that sizzle.
No, I got you. But you want that debut patch? Imagine that debut patch on Steph.
Yeah, but again, you have to be a baller.
Right. But imagine that though.
He is a pitcher. Go back and look at Mark. What's the pitcher for that went to the Mets that came from the Detroit?
David Price?
No, what David Price is one you could great
Verlander.
Verlander also pitched with Verlander in Detroit. Yeah, let's go with Verlander. Let's say you had a debut patch on Verlander. What's that worth today?
Again,
this is a Hall of Fame pitcher.
I mean Verlander, but
who won the World Series?
Verlander, it actually sells pretty well, but
you think it's worth $1 million? You think it'd be worth $1 million? A debut patch on Verlander today?
Yes,
no, sir. No,
because
sir.
I know because his value is actually really high. But yeah, Verlander's value is actually really high.
It wouldn't be worth $1 million today. Nobody's running around talking about Verlander cards. They're not Verlander putting it in the.
No, I know. I'm being serious though. FD Verlander cards are actually like because he doesn't have that many rookie cards. So like,
find me $1 million Verlander card.
I don't think there's $1 million. But I'm saying if a debut patch, I'm gonna say like 200,000-300,000 maybe.
Okay, I'll give you that. Now look how that dropped off. And this man is a Hall of Famer who has proven himself. There's no sizzle on that because he is bona fide legit.
So if we were to do this, okay, let's just put a time machine on out there, right? Let's get our Back to the Future on.
Mm-hmm.
If we're really gonna have this conversation, like let's go just a little bit of a deep dive into the conversation about players. We'll use baseball, I guess, but the reason why baseball's tough is because baseball players hold their value a little bit more than, let's say, like a basketball player, like football players and stuff like that. But
baseball players also have a higher propensity of falling off.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's
look
way more players
right now.
Cool. What's that?
Look at Julio Rodriguez right now.
Mm-hmm. But again, this is your point of a sizzle, right? Everybody loved the sizzle, but nobody likes the consistency.
Nobody likes that.
Nobody likes the consistency.
People
So
find
even a
problems
little
with
bit.
Curry. People find problems with Shea, but they love John Zion.
Yeah, because in your point, yeah, that'd be the sizzle. But yeah, I if we were to go back in time, I mean, let's take out Babe Ruth, let's take out like Hank Aaron, like Ken Griffey's is $1 million guaranteed.
Yeah,
Ken Griffey's.
but that's what I talked about before. Ken Griffey is you see that guy every 30 years. Paul Skeens is not on that level and won't be on that level.
I'm trying to think what. So Nolan Ryan would be $1 million, no questions.
Probably millions.
Yeah, no questions. The
hope of this is not to find the person that's longevity. The hope of this, which is a success, is to make people excited about a product and talking about a brand.
Right.
That is the hope of this. But as the consumer, you got to be giving me something that's going to go the test of time. I got to see something. And none of these players with this debut patch in the first round, maybe they get it in the fourth round, fifth round of doing this. But none of these players, I don't see anybody being legendary. Paul Skeens got to show me. I haven't seen a picture. It's been a long time that was legendary, and they were throwing 100-mile-an-hour heat out the gate.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, and stay healthy for a whole entire career. I'm with you on that, but I think it's just bigger than that in the sense of, even if you want to call it a gimmick, it's a really good gimmick because there's only one. Of all the complaints that mostly people have, there's only one of them.
I agree with that. I think it's marketing. Someone could say it's a gimmick. I think it's good marketing.
I think so too, right? Yeah.
For getting people to places like the Fanatics Fest and interested in a hobby that you may not pay attention to. Because when you see a big number, it makes you turn your head.
Yeah.
It's not just a 6-figure number, because some people's cars cost that. So you got to really get, man, that little thing is $1 million, and why? Oh, because it has a patch in it. So I get it. Whoever came up with it was ingenious. But honestly,
I mean, they've always had it. They just recycled the same idea. But where'd it go? Brendan said in 2010, $1 million card giveaway was a redemption program.
But you put a code on the website to put all those, and they had T206 tobacco cards. So they had some old school stuff.
That's pretty dope.
I mean, we got, as a company, they have to do what they have to do to get people interested. That's why I think we're talking about this now, because of the $500,000 card at Fanatics Fest. I don't think that's silly marketing. I think
it's not that marketing. It's great marketing
to do. You got a star player who just had a good year, rookie, standing on stage. He's there with his card. So he's there now with any photo opportunities or anything like that. He's there for it. So, I mean, this stuff is, and they're doing things which is kind of cool to get consumers and sports people closer to the athlete. So you have games happening in front of you.
That's the big key. But I thought about that, like when they first did. I was like, who even cares about the card stuff? It's the fact that my kid cares more about seeing Gronk in person. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't seen a piece of content from the card side.
Right. Well, there was a bunch, but this was the thing. Like, they integrated it a lot better. Like the Wemby going to look at Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what you want.
Right. Oh, Wemby likes Star Wars? I'm a kid, 10 years old. I got to find out about Star Wars. Dad, what's Star Wars? Well,
yep.
So they open some cards. Wemby has one.
Doing it much better.
Right.
Smoother Sacks wasn't LeBron's rookie redemption card. I know Shaq's rookie was. But upper deck.
Gold version. Only the gold version was a redemption, I do believe, on Shaq's. Because you could get the 92. Zerny said, what if MJ had a patch? That would be a debut patch.
Oh no, that kind of stuff. But again, you have to be a baller.
Yeah.
If you hitting that, then that's on a whole nother level. But
right,
just to have a debut patch of I'm trying to think of a player who was hype. Who was the kid that came up with LeBron and them that went to Detroit?
Oh, Darko.
Yeah, if you had a debut patch of Darko.
The
Okay.
human cigar. That was a human cigar, guys.
That his real nickname, Human Cigar?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he was a human cigar. Because he won championships, the 2 back-to-back with Detroit. And I want to say he went to somewhere else and won somewhere else. Yeah. It wasn't Cleveland. I don't remember where he went.
You ever watch that guy? You watch film? You ever watch high school film on Kwame Brown?
Oh yeah. I mean, but it's high. I have an opinion about certain guys, but Kwame was huge. He was just in a bad predicament once he got to the league, though. So,
what was his bad predicament?
Too much hype, and not enough time to develop.
I think also just from me watching, I don't know the guy. He seemed to be when lights are big that it bothers him. And there are more guys like that than we ever want to talk about.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You have all the talent in the world. You got all the physical ability, but when that crowd starts screaming and people, or they're saying stuff for or against you, and then microphones in your face all the time, it's time to shut down.
Yeah, and he was 18. I think barely 18. I mean, like it was different.
If you want some enjoyment, watch his high school film.
Oh no, he was a killer, bro.
He is dominating.
Yeah, killer, bro. Like a bucket. I mean, nobody's stopping him. No stopping. He's Shaq in high school. That's Shaq in high school.
Yeah, debut patch of Lenny Cook. I mean, it's cool though. It's a cool concept. At some point, there will be a player that lines up with that. I just don't think that person's false schemes. I could be completely wrong, but I just
we'll find out.
Yeah, when you show me something I have never seen a picture come out throwing 100 and last, I've just never seen that.
Yeah, that's the key for schemes. He has to be full. He has to be full. A full what? 12, 15 years, no injury. You'll respect that.
Probably see some YouTube content talking about, man, can you believe they spent $1 million for this car back in 2000? And everybody's like, yeah, that was crazy. And then
this car's worth. I mean, so does it drop what? 50%, 150%, something like that?
My thing is, how much is it worth when he has his first Tommy John? That's the question I asked Big John. And we both asked each other.
100K?
Probably something like that. Then he's going to have to build his way back up. But you know Tommy John is coming.
I mean, let's not wish that on this man.
I'm not wishing it, but what pitcher that's dominant has not had Tommy John?
Let's hope not, man. Let's hope they do this right. But Hero asked if we haven't covered it already. He needs your opinion on the Durant trade and rumors.
Where we're at.
Right below the debut patch of Michael Jordan.
If you haven't covered it already, we have not. I need your opinions on the Durant trade and rumors of Harden wanting to go back to Houston. What are your Houston chances if Harden went back? So I gave immediately, when I heard about the Durant trade, a letter D. I think the trade is horrible for Houston.
Why?
How do you get rid of youth, even if it is Jalen Green? Because I don't think he's a person to build upon. I also think he's a person that he showed to me in this year's playoffs that when you turn the lights on, we're talking about Kwame Brown, people fold up. Jalen Green folded up. He looked uncomfortable talking to the media after his 38-point game and after the games where he played well. But I don't know how you give it all up and your defensive presence in Dylan Brooks to go get a 34-year-old man.
Because you're the scorer that you want Jalen Green to be is what KD is.
Okay. So who's your defensive presence now?
So they have good defenders. So you have Amon Sengun is not a cone, as the kids say.
Yeah,
he's not a cone.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you'll get a little of that. You have Jabari Smith.
God, come on, man.
Jabari Smith plays defense. I know. He plays defense, okay. And then bro, it's a Duke in Doke. He don't mess around. Why can I think of? They have Amon.
They don't really have anybody, bro. That's what you can't think of.
I'm trying to think. There's one more. They have one more defender.
The dude who said Warriors coming to play. Well, what's his name? I don't even know his name. I didn't know he did that. I know his mama told Draymond leave her baby alone.
Oh my gosh! But Dylan Brooks is their Draymond though. So I think that was
they got rid of him.
I know that's where I was like, but
They're
you're
going to
getting
be a
KD.
worse seed. I think they'll be a worse seed than last year. I think the team got worse.
We'll find out.
KD has been in Brooklyn as a scorer. Didn't work out. KD has been in Phoenix as a scorer. Didn't work out. KD now is with the Houston Rockets as a scorer. Won't work out.
First of all, guys, do not let FD bully you guys into saying that KD didn't work out. That is all contextual. That is all context.
It didn't work out.
That is all context. That is 100% context.
How did it work?
Listen, Harden was hurt, right? And then Kawhi was hurt.
Okay.
Listen, there's no bro. And then you're the actual cornerstone of the team wasn't even playing.
I'm playing my violin, people.
I know exactly what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. You guys don't let FD bully you guys and just say, listen, KD, I cannot say that
he's a scorer. That's it.
I'm not mad at King. I'm not going to argue that he's a scorer, but his stops, Brooklyn looks bad, but it wasn't KD's fault. Truthfully, it wasn't KD's fault.
Tracy McGrady said this the other day.
What did he say?
And he said what happened in Houston wasn't my fault as an organization. That's what people say when they don't.
Wasn't KD's fault. KD influencer flex, right? I hear you. Hey, Brendan.
I'm not influencer.
Influencer flex. I feel you.
I don't even touch
Brendan,
that
you
word.
see that, Brendan?
I'm not an influencer.
Listen, do not fall for the.
Hey, I'm telling people. But the second part of this, he asks, "What are Houston chances if Harden gets back to Houston?" Zero. Didn't Jay-Z say that? Zero.
No, Harden's staying in LA.
It's zero.
Harden's staying in LA. They'll either move a player or hopefully Ben Simmons shows up next season. And this is the last season for Ben Simmons.
Let's stop. We gotta get right.
I know.
Ben Simmons is not showing up.
I know, FD. I know.
Keep hoping on these guys.
I know.
Let the GMs do that. The people that pay the check.
Hope was a boat. Uh-huh.
Yeah. We out here looking like, man, this is a baller and this is not a baller.
Oh man. We'll see. Hey, we'll see. Listen, and then you're gonna get a healthy Kawhi.
Oh man.
A healthy Kawhi.
I love his game. I love his game.
Bro, Kawhi was killing in the playoffs.
Yes, he was. I love his game. But then Harden just disappeared in a significant game.
In a significant game. It's just a thing, man. It's just a thing. And
so Dallas signed Kyrie to let me start. I think it's a 3-year deal.
No, Gafford.
No, Dallas signed Kyrie too. 3-year deal, $119 million. I don't think he plays out that contract with Dallas.
Nah. I mean, who knows if we'll see. I mean, I don't.
But did Dallas sign Gafford as well?
Yeah, they signed Gafford to 4 for 10 or 3 for 10.
That makes
something
sense.
like that.
I can see that. What we got? Will Kawhi Leonard ever win another ring? Not as a leader of a team, good as a good complementary player. Yes. He's got to give it somebody else. Can't be the Clippers.
It can be the Clippers, man. I'm not even like it could be the Clippers. They have the center. They have an old, so people have to adjust to them. They don't have to adjust to people. Their score, James Harden. You can never say in the grand scheme of a game, one person literally lost you a game. However, in this arena, I feel like James Harden was the reason why that was the difference.
But he was also the reason consistency. He's also the reason why they were there. And
yes, and that's what I'm saying. Like
he helped push Denver to the 7th game.
Yeah. So, like I said, they're those guys are truthfully like when I say this, I say this like they're a team away. They're a team away. Like there's a lot of times where you're a player away from winning a championship, right? Like OKC was a player away last year. They needed more. They needed somebody
They
older.
needed Hartenstein and Caruso. They needed
somebody older to come in, right?
Yeah.
So they were a player away, right? These guys just need to be a team. They're not a team. We got individuals on this team.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? So you need a team to come together for them to win. And I feel like Lou can do that. But who's going to be the person? Like, if I'm Powell, I'm staying 6-man. Don't start me. Let me run second team. Let me kill. But that's how I feel. They just need a team. They just need to come together.
Well, the first thing they should have done was never gave up Shea.
Oh.
For the worst trade in NBA history.
If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, man. Like, hey, you never know. You never know. That could have been the greatest trade. I mean, no healthy. They had what? No healthy season. They had no healthy season together. They had no healthy season together. You never get Harden if you have Shea, because I don't think those two could play together.
Well, you wouldn't want Harden. But the deal was Kawhi didn't want to play with a young guy, so they had Paul George.
Yeah.
They had to go.
That's true. I mean, I hope, you know what, FD, this is one thing I hope. I hope we get, even if it's 10 years from now, I hope we get some of this inside stuff about like, hey, I really wanted to be a champion and I liked Shea. I just didn't think Shea could get me to my championship in 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
You think somebody's got the guts to say that? Because we all know that's the truth.
Right.
Somebody have the guts to say that. Because Kawhi has the guts to say that.
I hope. That's one of my hopes. That's my hope. I hope, like, that's why I like 520, because Jeff Teague will tell you about certain things. And there's stuff that he still hasn't said, but there's things that he'll say. And I don't think he even knows he's saying it, but he'll be like the whole thing that popped off that made him popular is when he was telling the Jimmy Butler story about when Jimmy's at Minnesota and he came in with the cutout, you know? So, like that.
Hold up. What is that story? He came in with a cutout what?
The Timberwolves, he had it cut out. And during the practice, it was cut out. It was cut out because he was holding out because he wanted them to pay him.
Okay.
And they weren't paying him. And he comes in. He's supposed to run with the first team. He runs with the second team and just kills everybody. And he's going at Cat, and he's talking to Cat, telling Cat, like, he's telling Tibbs and the front office, like, y'all going to pay him and not me? And he's killing them with the second team guys. We're talking about D-leggers, right? And then he ran and had that Rachel Nichols interview right after. So, but stuff like that, like stuff like that, like we need that stuff. We need that stuff. Lou Will does it. Lou Will talks about some good stuff. Jamal Crawford a little bit.
Lou Will talks about Shea back in the day. He does.
Yeah.
People on the court with Shea and Pat Bev.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope FD. I hope with how they're doing the media, because Draymond does a little bit too, right? I hope with what's going on, we get that.
I think we will. You can only get that with players that are in the locker room. I mean, if somebody came in back when I played on the team that I was on, any athlete you talk to, teams you've been on, if somebody put a microphone in there and say, "Hey, tell me the story about what happened here," there would be some interesting stories. But you got some surprising figures out here that people want to know more about. I think The Last Stand just lit the match on people with this information, and there's going to be more come out about Golden State. Oh, Jordan Poole was traded.
I know. I was gonna post it and I was gonna send it to you. I was gonna hit you up and be like, "What do you think?"
Oh, just a guy moving around. Just Washington wasn't going to keep a guy that's making that kind of money, that's inefficient and just sitting on the bench, coming to second team. When he went second team off the bench, he was basically being traded at that point. They probably tried to shop him at the trade deadline.
Probably his contract's a little bit big, but
yeah, I mean Jordan Poole, he just kind of all over the place the way he plays. Just
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I've always said that he was the problem. You can see he was the problem. So
Because Golden State is a finely tuned watch. So you just don't take the face off and dive into the watch. You got to get in there and get finely tuned yourself. If not, you got to go. We can name many players that have been successful someplace else, not successful in that system, and they had to go.
Yeah. So,
what's your opinion on Arenas, McGrady, and Williams' opinion on winning championships? I say this first: all three of them are in the same boat rowing. They didn't get it done. Arenas chose to bring a gun into the locker room. I really don't care what he thinks about championships. McGrady stuck around with two organizations that really weren't going anywhere. He was scoring a bunch of points and he was happy. He had one or two scoring titles. He was happy with that. Get the ring. I thought it was bogus on him. And every time he opens his mouth, I lose more respect. When he said, if you put me on a team with Shaq like Kobe, I have rings too. That's supposed to be your boy. Your boy passed away suddenly. I think that's a foul thing to say.
Maybe it's taken out of context. I know how he said it, but maybe it's taken out. Maybe you're.
I would hope so, for his sake. Because when I hear that kind of stuff, man, somebody passes away or something happens to somebody, and now you got courage to start talking, I lose all respect for you. Williams chose to get on a motorcycle, and the Bulls are still trying to recover from that. So those are three guys that I really don't give a damn what they're talking about when it comes to winning a championship. So, of course, they're going to say, look at me and let me try to stack myself. Bro, you're not Magic Johnson. You're not Larry Bird. You can't compare yourself. You're not even Shea. You can't compare yourself to the people. You're not the Joker. You're not Giannis. Giannis went to a small market that drafted him and delivered a ring. You can't compare yourself to any of these people. You're not Jay Will. You're not Chet. You're not any of these people.
All right. I got to be the opposer of FD right now, guys. Actually, no. What I'm going to say is this, is that it's a fine line, right? It's a fine line. It's just a super fine line. Adam Silver.
Just let me hear, then I'm going to close my mouth. Just let me hear, define what that line is that is fine.
It's just a fine line, right? Because are they great players? Yes. No questions.
Yeah, we check that box. Go check that box. Let me check that box.
Great players, right? Mm-hmm. Now, is their greatness any less because they didn't win a championship?
That's without question.
So, and I think that's let's start this new thing, the ring culture. That's the new ring culture, right?
That's not see, this is what LeBron James wants. When LeBron realized I can't win as much as Mike, and I got a foot and another quarter of my body out of the league, now it's ring culture. I just sat here the other night and watched him play with Miami versus San Antonio. He was running around working his ass off. Why, LeBron? So we can't. Let's not start ring.
Context is very key in that you're not always trying to win. Majority of players, these great players, are not trying to win a ring. Okay, they're not. But the context of what it is like your greatness now has been. Smoothie said, "Rings matter." Hey,
rings matter, baby. And greatness
rings only matter.
Greatness only comes in my world with multiple rings.
Listen, you're only saying that. You're like LeBron's argument.
Yeah,
LeBron's on the same boat as Kobe, LeBron, Shaq. Jordan's the only one technically, and I don't know why Jordan's the only one technically on his own boat.
You do know why. What?
Well, no. Well,
Bruh, you do know why.
Listen, Jordan won 6 rings. Yeah. Probably could have won 7 in a row.
But not just 6 rings, 6 finals MVPs.
I don't.
Robert Horry has rings, hit big shots. Jordan put the whole organization on his back 3 times.
No,
retired.
No, Jordan did not though. But So did you see that stat? This is a stat. This is a crazy stat.
Yeah.
This was a crazy stat. Shea and Jalen, they had the most combined points in the finals.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
In the one time they did it. In the 6 times Jordan Pippen did it, they only did it once.
Okay.
They only had it up there once. So, like, I don't know. Like,
but Jordan,
that's a crazy stat though. That was
Jordan. Yeah, that's cool. When you win 3, take 2 years off, change your body for baseball.
Yeah.
You come back and win.
But we're not questioning Michael Jordan's greatness, and that's the thing. We're not questioning the greatness of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is fantastic.
Yeah, multiple championships yields greatness.
Yeah, so we're not, but that's the thing. We're not saying that he's not great, but we're also saying that, like, because Karl Malone didn't win a championship, he's not great.
No, he's not. He's not on that. He's not in that upper room of Hall of Fame basketball players. He's not. And Charles Barkley said it best the other day. Let me see if I can find what Charles. I want you to hear this if you haven't heard it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I understand. Basketball is like one of the main sports where it's the most important for rings.
I'm in the Hall of Fame, but I'm in a different wing than the guys who won the championship. I mean,
still in the Hall of Fame.
I know, but I'm saying though, Jack, hey, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the rules. Like, Charles are great. Karl Malone's great. Patrick Ewing's great. They're not at the table with Magic, Bird, LeBron, Kobe. It's levels to this shit.
Mm.
And I ain't mad at that. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I could have won a championship, I can go across the room.
Come on in.
But the rules are the rules. We have to play by the rules. And this ain't got nothing with motherfuckers on TV who get paid to talk shit.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about players.
Right.
We talking about players. We understand, like, yeah, hey, I'm not at the table with Bird and Magic and those guys. Hey, yeah, am I a great player? Yes, I am. I understand that. But there are...
And that's the bottom line.
Listen, but that's, again, I think we all get this confused. Because then you start degrading people's greatness because they weren't a champion.
Hey,
we're talking.
There are participation trophies.
Oh my goodness!
All right.
Oh my goodness! Stop it.
And there are champions.
Listen. Okay. All right. So
Charles Barkley was a strong contributor and a participant. That's noteworthy. That's who he is. Patrick Ewing, John Stockton, Karl Malone. We could go back in the day. Bob Love. We could keep naming folks.
Listen,
that was strong participant.
Bill Russell won 11 championships. Yeah. We don't even sniff to say how amazing that is.
Well, it's amazing, but there were 8 teams in the league. You signed a lifelong contract. There was no free agency. Yeah, it's significant. But you come out here in this free agency, you pull off what Steph and them have. Okay. You pull off what Jordan did.
Jordan's free agency was not the same as the free agency now.
But it wasn't Bill Russell's time.
It definitely wasn't Bill Russell's time. But I'm going to say that all I'm going to say is that we're discrediting. So this gets into the whole entire thing, and I think this is really where I was going. But even Adam Silver said this. He said this yesterday or on Monday or something about what this whole conversation is like, I think people always confuse what the greatness actually is. Like, yes, are you in a different room? Nobody's arguing that. I think that's the point that's being missed. Nobody's arguing that these guys are in a different room. These guys are sitting at a different table.
They're actually in a different building where you got to get in a vehicle and drive to it.
That's fine. I don't care where they're at. They in a different planet, right? But the problem is, that's fine. Let's say they're in a different building. I don't think that building's that far away. But a lot of people might say that building's far away. I just don't think that building's that far away because you have to keep. So you're discrediting the greatness of Charles Barkley because he played the Michael Jordan era.
No, I'm not
They're playing
disagreeing.
against the greatest.
He's a very noteworthy player. I'm not.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the whole scheme of things, and like where who said it? Rings matter, right? Smoothest tells me rings matter, right? They do matter to a point, but your greatness, you're still great even if you don't win a ring. You just don't hit. What level is it that you hit once you win a ring?
So let me just ask you a question. Let's get down to the methodology here. If your kid is in a race,
okay,
and they come in second, third, or fourth,
right?
Are you taking the trophy home, participation trophy home?
If they get fifth place, we don't care about anything.
Second, third, or fourth.
We only care
participation trophy home.
We play to win. Okay, we get second. We appreciate getting second. We get third. We appreciate getting third. After that, we don't care because it doesn't matter. But is there different levels to it? Yeah, there's different levels.
Let me ask you a question one more time. If your kid is running a race and they get in second, third, or fourth, are you taking that trophy home and putting it on your mantle?
If they get second or third, yeah, it depends on what it is. FD. I won second in state. I won second in state 2 times, right? Mm-hmm. So, am I not allowed to celebrate? I'm suffering that I lost and I didn't win state, right? But I won second place. I was second place in state. So
if you told me, if you said FD, I won second, I don't even know where that trophy is. And I still went back and tried to get better to get first next time.
Right.
I completely understand that. Well, when Muhammad Ali won his gold medal and threw it in the river, for many reasons, I completely understand that. That's all I'm saying. So when people say rings don't matter to those who don't win rings, I completely understand that statement. That's all I'm saying. And there are other people who believe that. This is what Deion Sanders talked about, the Hall of Fame, the NFL. He shouldn't be in the same damn Hall of Fame as TJ Watt. Come on, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know, FD. That's just wild. Like, if I don't know. Like, in the whole grand scheme of things, like I understand what Huddle's saying. Like, but I'm not that guy. So, like, I'm not that guy to be like, a championship doesn't matter. I think a championship matters, but it does not have anything to say if you're great or not.
Because, so let's say I'm running 100, right? And I'm beating everybody's ass at 80. Right? I'm 80 yards in. I'm here, right? But then I just decided to pull up. I just pull up a little bit last 20. And I come in third, fourth, whatever. Did I run the race?
Well, that's not the case.
But if you don't win the chip, which is the reason why we're playing the game.
I don't know, FD. I mean, just being able to say that high level thing, yeah, like you're not bad. If there's three different,
I don't see anybody saying Charles Barkley's bad, man. I'm not saying Charles bad. He's not in that upper room.
Yeah, he's not in the upper room, but again, though, like we still are like, well, he didn't win a championship.
Yeah, did not.
Yeah, we know. Yeah,
like right now,
that does not make his greatness any less.
So Shea just won at 26.
Right, and if he never wins again, let's just say he never wins again.
He's already a Hall of Famer by what he did this year. He's already a Hall of Famer. So he won.
I mean, basketball.
So how many chips is he possibly going to take away from Anthony Edwards, Ja, Zion, and anybody else you want to name? He has a propensity right now to be like a Steph and like a Jordan. Steph took championships away from LeBron. So that's going to be some people out here right now who think they're the bomb, who will be Charles Barkley when they retire.
But it's not think though. Let's use like greatness, right? Let's use some like we don't James Harden's probably like the James Harden out of like this last class of this group before we start moving into like the Shays, like the Ants, like these younger kids. Mm-hmm. James Harden, off the top of my head, and somebody else can come up with somebody else, is probably one of the top players that we have
Mm-hmm.
that you would probably say within the top 10, let's just use the top 10 players or top 5 players that is not going to have a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And we all can name multiple reasons why.
Right. But are we going to say that he's not great?
I don't think anybody's using the word great in a sentence with James Harden.
He's one of the greatest scorers, if not between him and KD, the 2 greatest scorers that we've seen with like at all levels.
So if you were the greatest dunker, you a great player?
No.
You take one aspect.
They were great. He took his teams to the playoffs and went to the playoffs every year.
Got ousted. But so if you are great at one aspect of the game, what does that put you at? Huddle says, I managed baseball for 14 years, 2 seasons per year, 28 total seasons, won 2 championships. In my mind, I had 2 great seasons and a bunch of good ones. I'm with Huddle.
Hey, I understand.
This is like Mike Trout. Nobody's talking about Mike Trout and Ohtani in the same sentence.
Yeah, but Mike Trout is going to probably be considered one of the greatest baseball players to ever play.
He's also going to be talked about as one of the biggest downfalls in a career that anyone's ever seen.
I don't say downfall, but I'll say like injury prone.
Whatever you want to call it. It could be injury, headaches, whatever it may be.
But you give Brendan you're gonna give him more leeway of what could be compared to
Mike Trout leeway?
Yeah.
I'm not giving Mike Trout anything. Mike Trout
you might, but I'm saying as a whole, like as most people, majority will give Mike Trout. For sure.
I don't think so.
For sure.
How you figure for sure?
For sure. I mean, baseball is like that all the time. There's multiple guys that haven't won champion. Ted Williams never won a championship.
We had
all the love in the world.
We had this conversation like 5-6 weeks ago. Championships matter in baseball. We can walk around and fool ourselves. Championships matter in baseball.
Yeah.
And if you don't have them, you're not in that upper room.
Yeah, the upper room, yes. They're not in the upper room. And like Huddle said, like he cares more about those championship teams. That's the one he said when he managed the Rec. But like he had 14 other seasons of whether it was greatness or not. Who knows?
So let me ask you this. When you take a class, do people make A's, B's, C's, D's, and F's?
Yeah.
Okay. This is not. There are grades to everything. There are levels to a Chevy Chevette is not a Bentley.
No, you're right.
There are levels. So you can't say, man, they got 4 wheels, man, they move. So
I don't know. I think this is like one of those. This is just one of those things. I think this is more opinion based than factual based and stat based. Because if we're gonna say we're not arguing the fact that they hit a better level than other people than their cohorts, right? Right. They're gonna say that Shea was one of the greatest OKC players, greatest OKC player.
Shea just had one of 3 in the history of professional basketball
seasons ever.
Best seasons ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Yes.
He's already a Hall of Famer because of that. Ever.
Okay.
There is no getting off of that. There is no, OKC. We can't diminish. The word is ever.
So if he never does it again, and he never wins a championship.
He's already in the upper room. He has done something that no one, only 2 other, Jordan and Magic Johnson, has ever attempted what this dude has done at 26 years old. Greatness comes at you fast. He automatically promoted himself to legendary status. The more he does stuff sniffing at what he just did, greatness will envelop him. He can't get away from who he is as a player.
This season,
shocked.
This season,
he was not. No, I'm talking about all-time basketball.
Yeah, this season he was the greatest. With this season, he was the greatest player. He's had the greatest season that only 2 other players have ever had in their whole entire careers.
Yes.
Yeah, but it
That
was just a
fact
season.
alone. Okay, yeah, it's one season. That fact, you know how many thousands of people have played basketball?
Oh yeah.
So that fact alone makes him a Hall of Famer, and he's in the upper room. I looked him up the other day. He has a little over 11,000 points. He's already bona fide. If he went out and blew his knee out or something, hope that never happens, like Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose right now is the only MVP that may not make the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he'll be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, but it's about how somebody feels. Every other MVP is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no, football. I mean, basketball is like the only sport to have that. So,
yeah. So Shea has already done something. I don't care if he's 26. I don't care if he's been in the league 7 years. He has done something, accomplished something, and we could just keep going. I mean, the 3 years of scoring 30 at his age,
right, Brendan?
The way FD explains it, I almost want to believe it's the truth, bro.
Hey, Brendan, what I say earlier? Don't let FD bully us, guys.
we get as human beings, we get in the conundrum of, well, he's only 26. You have seen something you have never seen. But we still want to talk about Ja, Zion, LaMelo Ball.
FD, you have the best analogy. It's the sizzle. That's
what it is.
And there's nothing wrong with that, FD. That's how you keep excitement, because lo and behold, majority of people aren't happy with greatness. People are complaining that Chiefs are winning. People are complaining that Pats are winning. Even back then,
you know my philosophy on that? You know my philosophy on that?
Bulls too.
Do you know what my philosophy is on that?
What is it?
Because people that can't find greatness within themselves. Whew. So if you had experiencing it, then I got to shit on you. Instead of saying, you know what? I appreciate someone getting up, busting their ass in the off season, working out, perfecting their craft, going back and perfecting it more, mentoring and coaching other people on the team and being a resource, not reaching out to the community. We don't want to see none of that. We want to see the drama, the pistols on Instagram, the 16 baby mamas. That's what we really into the soap opera of things. We ain't into the ball playing. If Shea had 6 baby mamas, he would be talked about. He'd be the face of the league.
Yeah. Hey, Huddle, a couple comments earlier. I gotta get FD on track.
I'm on track. I am on track.
I love. Hey, no, I know FD. I'm just messing with you.
Has diminished greatness because they let. Huddle is speaking facts.
Yeah, no, that's all I was gonna say. I agree with him.
About the upper room. How the hell is TJ Watt wearing the same jacket as Deion Sanders?
TJ, you mean JJ Watt?
TJ Watt or JJ Watt? They're both going to the Hall of Fame.
I mean, TJ Watt is a sack leader, all-time sack leader.
I don't give a damn about that. It should be a different shade of yellow.
Again, we want to compare everything as the same, but we don't hold them all to the same standards, and it just doesn't work.
Well, when a real bona fide Barry Sanders, Deion Sanders.
See, that's what I'm saying. Barry Sanders never won a championship.
What's that?
Barry Sanders has never won a championship. Never even sniffed to get close.
You have never seen a running back run the ball like him and intentionally retire before breaking a major record.
Is it you say this, or is it Big John say this about you? Let's put this goalpost up and move it over here for Barry Sanders. But then we try to use that same goalpost and move it over here for Charles Barkley. It don't work. That's what I'm saying. Do you see?
But first of all, basketball is different than
yeah, no, I get it, but that's what I'm saying.
You got 11 people on the field. Basketball, you're 1 of 5, so you automatically are 20% of success or failure.
Yeah.
So if you're the leader,
have 7 other players, 2 other or 3 other players depending on the team.
Yeah, but
you got 8 to 9 players depending, but on average, about I bet it's like 7.3 players that have effect on the game.
Then there's the Brady effect. where another ring wouldn't really matter. Gold cap. Same with LBJ. Too much isn't enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, people get sick of that. Like, people are hating on Brady because he's winning all these championships.
Again,
Like,
if I find someone that doesn't know greatness themselves,
listen,
I'm beyond.
Mm-hmm.
They usually hate on greatness.
Listen, I want to see a 3-peat. I want to see a 4-peat. I want to see Buffalo go back to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like what the New Jersey Nets
mm-hmm.
and the who else went? We talked about Utah. Went back to the finals.
Yeah, back to back. Yeah. I want that personally. I like that.
Rings are for the organization, stats are for players. Combined, they do matter. They do. So I would love for ESPN and Stephen A. Smith and other outlets to find someone who has won and greatly contributed and put an organization on their back, come out and say rings don't matter.
But LeBron is that. What do you mean? LeBron is that. LeBron.
No. LeBron is saying something because he know he can't reach Jordan.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
FD. LeBron cannot match Jordan in Jordan just did something that is, I don't want to say untouchable, but it feels like it's dang near untouchable.
You can go ahead and say it.
It feels like it's dang near untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to scoring leader, defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
What else?
Now, he was young when he did that. And I remember people saying at the time after he broke his foot, "Oh, he won't do that again. He can't."
Yeah, first team. You know, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, what Jordan did and like how he did it is crazy. Like, I don't know where I saw it today, but there was like LeBron's had like 78 40-point games. Jordan had like 173.
Yeah, man.
Something crazy. But LeBron's not, but those are two different players. But anyway, LeBron's done something that even Michael Jordan didn't do.
What's that? Stick around?
No. LeBron went to the finals 8 straight years.
Yeah.
You cannot say that LeBron went to the finals 8 straight years. 8 straight years. There's Bill Russell, but apparently that doesn't count because there's only 8 teams.
Could you imagine a league with 8 teams?
That's what my rep looked like 6 years, 7.
One of his teams probably had 7 Hall of Famers on it.
Yeah. Like,
you'll never find that today.
Yeah.
I mean, we know, you
can't not.
So what do you think LeBron's motivation is for saying championships don't matter if it has nothing to do with Jordan?
Because I think, because I personally think that he really is just trying to say like that the greatness of what people do in the sport, really, it still matters. Like, it still matters just because they don't win a championship.
Okay. So just now he's making that statement.
I think LeBron doesn't care anymore.
He's played for
LeBron doesn't care anymore.
He doesn't care anymore.
He doesn't care in the sense of, look, keep it simple. He doesn't need to be the face of the league. He's not trying to be the face of the league anymore. We know he knows he's gone.
Let's be honest. When was the last time LeBron was the face of the league?
I mean, Adam Silver said it. Adam Silver was on the interview. He said it the other day. LeBron's face of the league, and he's leaving the face of the league. KD is the face of the league. He's leaving the league.
So you do know Adam Silver works for the owners, right? And you do know that whenever he talks, it's a commercial for the NBA.
I mean, that's fine. That's right. Shea, he says Shea's going to be the face of the league. You know, like Shea.
But Shea don't need Adam Silver to talk. Shea is out here busting ass. He doesn't need Adam Silver to say anything.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, FD, but I mean, people still got to talk about it, right? You still talk about it. If it didn't matter,
I don't talk about LeBron James being the face of the league. No,
but I'm saying you talk about Shea.
Years ago. No.
Yeah, but we're just saying that.
A Huddle says because he chased him.
We're LeBron did everything right.
You want to talk about this?
Yeah, LeBron did everything right.
Really?
LeBron was a free agent. David Gafford didn't want to sign him, or Griffin, or whatever.
Could have went anywhere.
Huh?
Could have went anywhere.
He didn't want it, but they didn't want to sign him, and he could have went anywhere. Could have went to the Knicks. It didn't matter. Literally, it doesn't matter what LeBron was gonna do. The only thing that everybody's gonna always say, well, I didn't like the interview. I didn't like that he was like rubbing it in people's face. Whatever. That's your opinion. That's fine. So he had an interview and he said that he was going to Miami. He's the biggest player on the planet. Michael Jordan put an email out and said, I'm back. He literally put an email out and said, I'm back.
Which one?
Don't freak out.
Which one is more subtle? Which one is more?
He did it that way. He did it that way.
Come on now.
He did it that Michael Jordan did it that way.
Episode that goes through my young life. Then at the end, I'm gonna bite Kobe Bryant's statement, and I'm gonna say I'm taking my talents to South Beach, or I send a fact statement and I'm back. Which one do you think is more subtle?
It's because we have more news and outlets. You can't compare it in that sense because the context isn't right. But the fact that we all knew that Michael Jordan came back is the same thing. Like Michael Jordan could have just shown up and said, "Hey, I'm coming back to the Bulls." He sent a statement into the NBA, so the NBA would put it out there that he was coming back. Jordan, and they're like,
"I'm getting a whiff or something."
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I'm getting a whiff.
Oh my goodness!
Are you a LeBron James fan?
Oh my goodness! I
just got a whiff. Something that's a wind blew and it came by. Are you a LeBron James fan?
I appreciate LeBron James. Like, you want to say you appreciate greatness? FD. LeBron James for 22 years of our NBA. He's literally lived up to every single. He's done everything that he is supposed to do.
Really? So you are. You didn't answer my question, which gave
I said I appreciate LeBron James.
No. The question was:
is LeBron James my favorite player? No, by no means. Do I appreciate LeBron? Yes.
I didn't say favorite player. I'm talking about: are you a fan of one LeBron James?
I appreciate LeBron James very much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get. Am I a fan of LeBron James? Yes. If I need to say it like that, yes.
I'm going to quote a law right now. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get that whiff right quick. There's a lot of LeBron.
Oh my goodness! See, you guys, listen.
Wow.
LeBron James has literally not done anything wrong.
Let me ask you this, because this is the question I asked to LeBron James fans.
Okay.
How has he played so long?
Here we go. FD, if we find out that he had used performance enhancing drugs,
are you doing anything? Are you personally doing anything today from a physicality standpoint that you did 22 years ago at the same level? Are you personally doing anything? Anybody in the chat? Are you doing anything today physical, not just picking up your newspaper or drinking your coffee, where you're moving feet, jumping, bounding? Are you doing any of that the same way you did in 2003?
I say the only thing I couldn't do, which I feel like LeBron can't do either, is when you get injured. Is when you get injured. Brendan, I appreciate that comment too.
This is very true. I say this to people all the time and they look at me. It would be if we really told the Mickey Mantle story. That's not going to happen. Ain't no party like a Diddy party, because Diddy party.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did say that.
The trial ends this week. We should know something in a few days.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen.
Huddle says no, but I don't have access to what LBJ has access to. This is my point. You got special Pop-Tarts, man.
Listen, the man has $1 billion. Let's just say he has $500 million.
A lot of people have money. They're not jumping and bounding. I saw a play last year where LeBron is running for the ball, misses it, hurdles the front row, lands, turn around, runs, hurdles the front row again, and is back on the court in the field of play?
Listen, oh man, you're killing me on this one,
Jordan. See, I ask every fan, everybody that says to me they're a fan of LeBron James. I ask this question, and I can't get an answer.
I told you, FD. I told you, you can do whatever you want, but we don't know if LeBron cheated, and if LeBron James cheated, he cheated, right? And then we go with that, right? But in the court of, listen, guys, I'm doing jury duty right now.
Go ahead.
I'm doing jury duty right now.
Yeah.
And as they say in jury duty, is you have to look at these people as innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. Like my wife and I were talking about in Tijuana, she's from TJ. If you get arrested in TJ, you're guilty, and somehow you have to prove yourself innocent, which is hard. But here,
so you're saying, so by saying all of that, you're saying that LeBron James is eating vitamin D milk with a cereal? Is that what you?
Oh man, listen, if he's cheating, we're gonna find out, right?
Hey,
nothing done in the dark stays in the dark. So
hey, let's ask the second question to a LeBron James fan. I'm glad we got you. I didn't know you were an LBJ fan like that.
Oh man,
so I had I'm telling you, the breeze came by. Like what? So
you guys, don't let this man do this. All right, what is it?
Does LBJ Mickey Mouse ring in that bubble? Does it count?
Oh my goodness, yes, it counts.
See, LeBron James fans, look at you.
Stop it. Stop it. You guys, listen. This is what I want you to do. Hold on.
Just said the person was trash.
This is what I want you guys to do. This is literally what I want you guys to do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It don't even have to be a championship. I want you guys to go stay in your house, kind of like COVID. Don't leave. And perform at something at the highest level possible, and change your whole entire life. Actually, you can't stay at your house. You got to go somewhere else, and you have to do whatever something. I mean, we could put it into sports, but let's be real, not everybody would.
Bro, but isn't it easier that way since you have no distractions?
No, like bro. You don't have your family. Like there's so much.
Do you think these players are around their family anyway?
Yeah.
No.
During the playoffs? The playoffs, some of these guys are.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but it's different though. FD. If you can't go home, it's different than you choose not to go home. There's two different things there.
Okay.
Same story, two different things.
I hear you. I'll tell you this: if I'm playing for a championship, if I'm in the playoffs, my house is good. I'm locked in. I'm in that hotel room. I'm in your room. We're going over film. I'm gonna go down the hall. We're watching more film. We're gonna do some strategy talk. When we're in this set, we're gonna talk about this. I ain't worried about what Junior's doing. Junior's taken care of.
I understand. Oh man,
I'm here to get this chip, man.
It's hard, bro.
Chips matter, bro.
Hey, Huddle, you're right. It's not a resort, but when I don't know. It's like you guys don't eat the same cereal every single day, and some of you might.
But what about
eat the same meal every day?
But the chef that's at my house is still on business. So
like
they do different meals. They go from asparagus to carrots to cauliflower to broccoli. Right? We got filet mignon one night. We got chicken the next night, right?
No.
Going to some Beyond.
No.
Right?
No, listen,
taken care of.
Man, this is so tough, bro. Dude,
they can go from room to room in my crib because
Lemon Pepper Lou said it. Like players that didn't even win the championship said it was tough.
It was tough for Lemon Pepper Lou because he wanted to get out.
He did get out.
He wanted to get them lemon pepper wings in that establishment.
No,
so locking him up.
No, that's not even what happened.
Lou was like, "This is what I do every pregame." Did you hear about his pregame? And that was locking me up. Lou was bringing two with him all the time.
I'm telling you right now, that it is hard. You guys, Huddle, you played sports, Huddle. Like you coach, and aren't you reffing right now, Huddle? Don't you do something like that still, Huddle? Right? Like if you had to be in the same place every single day, like it's not all it's cut up to be.
Zerny said LBJ on that Tiger Blood, and then Connor said LBJ puts PEDs in his cereal.
Hey,
allegedly, respectfully,
allegedly, the humanity, bro, Brendan, bro. I just
telling you, baby. I'm telling you, people, telling you.
I just can't. Why?
Look,
how is
if you are in a huge mansion? Have you seen LeBron's aerial shot of his house?
Yeah, but he wasn't there. I don't know.
He doesn't have to be there.
We don't know how it is because we don't live there. But we are using our eyes and our emotion to say that these guys had it better than us. Did they have it better than us? Yes. Right? In the grand scheme of things, they got people cooking for them and stuff like that. But you're not at your house. You're not waking up in the same. I don't know. During COVID, when my boy went to Korea, they put you in a hotel room for 15 days. You cannot do anything. You cannot leave that room. They walk up to you in a hazmat suit, and they serve you food, all wrapped up, all like that. Bro, he said he was going stir crazy because that was like his only contact outside of like just talking on the phone. That was his only human contact. And they weren't even contacting him. It would like knock on the door, and then they would have to wait to open the door.
Right after this ad, we're going to look at LeBron James's home. Hold on. Let me go to the next page here.
Yeah, Smoothness. That team, I'm mad that they broke that team up, Smoothness. That team was one of the best teams.
What team was that?
The 2020 championship. They would have. Yeah, that LeBron James house is stupid.
Look at this house.
Yeah, that house is stupid.
So you're in the huddle. I mean, the bubble. Excuse me. You're in the bubble, and you got 2 or 3 chefs in this joint here, and you worried about something?
Oh man. But he wasn't there. He was in Orlando. But it's fine. It's like I said. Like we're talking about it. Yeah, no, I understand, man. I understand.
Like, and this was tough, man. I was away from my family. Most of these guys aren't even with their family.
It's just different, man. It's just so different.
Don't even see folks.
Listen, I've traveled for work. I travel for work. And I've been gone. Like I've been gone for 4-6 months without seeing my family, like on a consistent basis. It's tough.
How long were they? Hold up. How long were they in the bubble?
Huh?
How long were they in there? 2 months?
I think 2 or 3 months, something like that.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. I think some people felt the way you're talking about. And I think some people felt something totally different. I think some people felt trapped in themselves because they can't do what they usually do pre and post game. I would like to know what those players are allowed to do. And I think that's very different. I'm in a bubble, but not a nice one.
They got to golf. I think there was 2 golf courses. I think there's 2 golf courses. You couldn't play basketball outside of just being with your team.
What about that hot and spicy though?
So Lou Will left
for what reason? For what reason?
There was a wedding. He was going to a wedding or something. Okay. And while he was out there,
that was a wedding.
It was undercover. So he tells the story. He tells the story, and he says that he's in there with the lemon pepper.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! So he's
because he could have got his lemon pepper to go.
He went to the wedding. He went to the wedding or whatever it was, a funeral. I think it was a funeral. Goes to the funeral. The NBA, there's NBA people there with him.
Okay.
and he sees, what is it? It's not Mac Miller. It's what's the name? Jack Harlow. He sees Jack Harlow. He met Jack Harlow a long time ago in Atlanta, and he's like, "Oh man, that's Jack Harlow. He's famous now. He's a rapper. I don't know if you know who Jack Harlow is."
Yeah, I know who Jack Harlow is.
Cool.
The one who had the shoddy performance at the football game. Yeah.
So he has the he sees him again, and he's like, "Oh, what's up?" Jack Harlow takes the picture. Jack Harlow takes the picture, and he got permission to go to the place or whatever. But he took the picture with Jack Harlow, and you can see like he's wearing his mask or whatever. And he gets back.
This is how elaborate.
He gets back.
This is how elaborate this story is. Go ahead.
He gets back, and I think it's like 4 or 5 days later. It's
You want me to translate all that?
Whatever you want to say, my friend. Whatever you want to say.
My boy Lou left the yard to go get some hot and pepper with some spicy sauce. Then he came back, and then people started talking about it.
No, somebody took the picture. When they took the picture, he had the bubble NBA. That's why he had the bubble NBA mask, and that's how they saw it. That's the case. Yeah, that's what it was.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Now, what picture was it? I'm trying to see if I can find
It's Jack Harlow. It's him and Jack Harlow, and you can see in the picture, Lou Will has the NBA mask.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, hold on here. See, I've never really paid attention. So you know the details, man.
Yeah, man.
You believe that story too, dude.
I mean, why would he lie? Like he had all the chances in the world to tell the truth about something else.
Why wouldn't he lie?
I don't know.
Let's get to these details, people, because that's what we bring. Details. Hold on one second. Show my folks. Yeah, this is the infamous picture. Huh? Who took the picture?
Jack Harlow did.
Why is this in distribution? Why is this out here?
Because he asked if he could post it.
Why would you post this, Jack Harlow?
Because they didn't think anything of it. That's what he said.
Okay. All right, Lou. It's all good. What was happening over here, though? Over here. And around here. Was it all wings? What was happening over here? What happened down here?
Bro.
Huh?
I don't know. Listen.
Why is the picture so? Who the hell is taking selfies like that, man?
Bro, it's an establishment. It's an establishment, sir. You're not even supposed to have your phone out in the establishment.
Oh.
You know?
Well, Lou was just there for the wings, though.
He was in there for the wings. But you know,
popping and locking. He in there for the wings.
Back in my unsaved days, you know, I might know a little thing or two about those establishments.
Did you go there though for the food?
The ones that
hell no. Williams.
Hey, you in there with some bumpy guts, not bubble, bumpy.
That's funny. Yeah,
you
could say there's an introvert advantage of being in the bubble. You could say that.
Man, I'm hurt, man. You guys, I'm hurt. I think we're gonna be so disappointed, FD.
Or what? Please don't say
when we don't have LeBron to bash on anymore.
That's when that breeze comes back. Oh, wow.
We're gonna be so disappointed. As I think if everybody could take 2 steps back and look at it and just understand that, think of every single player that's come into this league that's had the tag of like the chosen one, the next one. Like there's not been one that's held up for the whole entire time.
I got another breeze coming back. What year were you born?
But
what year were you born?
81.
Okay. So that means you're how old when LeBron?
43.
No, when LeBron's a rookie.
Oh, we're almost the same age. What? I was 18.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
No, I was no.
Yeah.
How old was I?
You were.
I was 18, 22. I think I was 22. Yeah.
Very influential years.
Oh my goodness.
You're looking at LeBron James. You're like, wow.
Sir, the one thing about me,
you have no knowledge of Michael Jordan. You've never seen him play.
I see Michael Jordan play in person. Wait,
watching Wizards?
No, I saw him play on the Bulls.
How old were you?
Probably like 11, 12, 13.
Oh, you're in your real grown influential years.
No, I love Michael Jordan. No, I saw all. The only championship I did not see were because I would have been 10. I would have been 10. No, I've been 12. I would have been 12. And no, I would have been like 9.
91, you were 10.
10, yeah, I was 10.
Yeah, 91, I remember.
So consciously, like, seeing the Bulls win, nothing about it, right? Lakers, whatever. That next year, my knowledge was we're further ahead then, understanding, watching, and everything like that.
Okay. I'm just getting a whiff of some things.
No.
So you think if LeBron walked away right now, people are crushed? Is that what you're saying?
There are some people that are going to be crushed.
Oh, that's going to be some.
There's some journalists that ain't going to, I don't know how journalists are going to have jobs. What are they going to do?
Move on to talk about Shaq. Talk about what's relevant.
Listen, I don't have a problem with Shaq.
LeBron was all NBA with a negative plus minus.
Oh, man. Like,
how's that possible?
It's possible, man. Like, it just,
Is it possible?
Wasn't he 13? Wasn't he 13?
He should have been 4th or 15. Negative.
I mean, listen, this year was a tough year, and I didn't make the votes. I'm not going to argue. I didn't make the votes. I'm not saying that you're wrong.
I'm just trying to talk to LeBron.
You're right, Huddle. They will talk about Luka.
Yeah, they'll talk about Luka. Yeah, because Luka's actually getting in shape, ready to run.
Yeah. Hey, I can't wait.
9 years in. He's ready to run.
Well, stop it, man.
Did you see him at home watching the finals?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Nah, I didn't see him. Listen, you guys, look. FD will move the goalpost for Shea for taking 7 years to get to where he's at, but FD won't hold that same goalpost for any other player if they haven't made it in 4 years.
Jordan won in 7 years. What are you talking about? 7 years is a number of completion. What are you talking about?
You guys hear that?
It's 7 days in your week, young man.
You guys, don't let this man bully us, guys. We do not let this man bully us.
I don't get it. I don't know.
Hey, all I know is Huddle is 1,000% right.
There's a picture of Luka watching the championship celebration.
That's from you. That's from this guy. I can't. What's the matter with this guy?
Notice the remote in his hand.
What's it? Bro, I gotta pull it out. What?
Yeah, bro. He's watching that celebration today, man. Yeah. You ain't gonna be there. You gotta live it. Okay to say LeBron is not MJ, but you can't take it as far as LeBron doesn't mean anything. No, I wouldn't say heck today doesn't mean anything. I would hope no one says that. Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
All I know is that LeBron is literally nobody can live up to Michael Jordan because I don't think that the world will allow it to happen.
Oh, you gotta get 7-7 or 6-7 or 5-7.
But I don't even think then. I think so there's nobody. I don't care. Let's just say Shea runs off another 7. The only way that we're gonna say Shea another 6, Shea in a row. The only way we're gonna say something about Shea is if Shea wins scoring title. Shea does a defensive title, because
Absolutely.
That's the only way.
Absolutely. And has LeBron ever been Defensive Player of the Year?
No, that's probably the one thing, and he should have won it. He the 1 year that he should have won it, he didn't win it.
Was that one of them Dwight Howard years? What year was
it wasn't Dwight. Man, I can't even think who it was. Like I just had it in my head too.
Hey, so let's talk about this. The hobby. Hold on here.
Brendan's right.
What do you say?
Why are we always talking about the same 15 players? Because
those are the ones that drive the league. I'm not going to talk about LaMelo Ball.
So this man, listen, FD. I don't think you guys know how much FD trolls me on this LaMelo Ball, guys. I don't think you guys know.
It's not just you. It's a couple other people I know.
FD trolls me so bad on this LaMelo Ball, guys. Like, I am praying LaMelo gets one player. One player. Look, I'm looking at you guys and we get one player for LaMelo.
Mm-hmm. What team is he going to play for when he gets that one player?
I hope he stays on Charlotte just so we can see Charlotte win. But if he goes somewhere else to win, we're okay with that. But listen, LaMelo Ball is a better, I'll say this, better attitude and one leader, one vet away from being a top 5 overall player.
Notice how you didn't say he was a leader. You say he needs to have a leader.
I mean, listen, we all need leaders. We all need leaders.
We can display our leadership as well.
Yeah, Shea had a lot of leaders come through OKC. Shea had a lot of leaders to get to where he's at. So
he's also
there's nothing wrong with having a leader.
That's true. He's also displayed his leadership.
Well, yeah, but he had to learn what it is.
But you do know LaMelo was on the bench when they were horrible 2 seasons ago. Laugh.
It's okay. Like, it's just a dude basketball. I don't hold everybody to the same accountability that we hold 15 years ago. We can't. Michael Jordan was drinking, smoking, and punching teammates. We don't talk about that.
Steve Kerr should have got his ass slapped.
It doesn't matter if it
Right.
doesn't matter if it's warranted or not.
Yeah.
I think, but he performed though, and that's what everybody's response is, which is a fair response. He performed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if that was today, he'd be criticized heavily.
I don't know about that.
I think so.
I heard people say that. I don't know about that. I don't know. First, Mike Jordan is not Draymond Green. So I don't know.
Smoothness, what are you talking about? He was Miller. I missed it. Looks like Lakers.
What is Smoothness saying? He's Miller Jordan. He was Miller.
He said it looks like the Lakers are willing to move off of Reeves. And I hope they don't move off Reeves.
The question is, who wants Reeves?
A lot of people.
Do they? They didn't want him in free agency.
Huh?
Do they? When he went to free agency, no one gave him an offer but the Lakers.
I don't
think a lot of people want him.
Oh, he has Brandon. Oh, Miller. Oh, for LaMelo. I mean, he was hurt, so we'll see. We'll see. I know a lot of people are high on Brandon Miller. I just don't know why I'm not that big on Brandon Miller, but I will see.
Hector, this is greatness, man. So yeah, MJ fans are blind to greatness. You don't see a lot of it. That's what happens. Joe, what's up, Joe? LeBron felt he.
Yeah, Marc Gasol. That's what it was.
Marc Gasol.
Good job, Joe.
Sorry, LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron deserves it.
Man, ball is a sheet, not a shepherd.
It's okay. I respect everybody on that. I respect everybody on that. I'm not. LaMelo's lived up to the hype. And yeah. LaMelo wasn't talking about winning championships.
He played 35, 40 games a season.
He still lived up to his hype. When he plays, he's great. When he doesn't play, he's a bad player, right? Or not bad player, but he's needed.
If you got to say when you play, consistency's out the window, right?
Steph is the same way, and we brush over this all the time. Steph did not play his first 4 seasons.
Okay, let me hit you with some numbers. Because when people tell me this, I got to go to the data. All right? Because there's no hyperbole here, bro. So
got you. No hyperbole. Listen.
Let's get to the
while FD's looking that up, Hector.
Hold up. Rookie year, Steph, 80 games. Okay. Second year, Steph, 74 games.
Okay.
Third year, Steph, 26 games.
Okay.
Fourth year, Steph, 78. Then let me just go in sequential order. Another 78. 80, 79, 79, 51, 69. So Steph didn't miss games like LaMelo.
I guess we care about LaMelo's health more. I don't know. If he's on a bad team, I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know.
For hobby, LaMelo is good, flashy stats, and big social media.
Yeah, it's true.
Hobby loves that. Not long term. This dude's prices are dropping as we have started this podcast and where we're at right now.
This guy said,
all lame.
I love you, FT. You don't know. Y'all don't know, but some FD says to me, I just laugh. And I laugh out loud.
Check the comps.
FD almost got me in trouble at jury duty today.
We like to cut up, man. We cut up doing it.
Oh my goodness, man.
The metal ball does not hold value, people. I don't know what y'all been looking at. I check comps regularly. What's up? Reeves is a mega cheat for the stats he puts up. What about that defense he plays, though?
He plays decent defense. He don't play great defense. He plays decent.
It's not
defense.
great. We'll see. What's going to be the go-to sets from Tops when they take over? I like to know, do they come with some new stuff that we don't even know about?
I don't think so, because I think they put out I'm pretty sure they put out what everything is, because you're gonna get Topps Chrome like you already have. Topps Chrome's gonna be the standard. Topps Chrome's the standard. And then we're gonna get Bowman, right? And then what's the other one? I can't think of the other one. I have to look at the list, but everything's out.
Hector now, I don't shy away from his comments, and we go back and forth on this all the time. Hector says Steph is fine, but he's way overrated for all-time rankings. He on downhill in his career too. Steph is number 3 all time.
Steph is overlooked. I've never overlooked.
Steph is number 3 all time.
Yeah, Steph's not overhyped for sure. Sorry, Hector. I love you, and I love Steph. I like Steph a lot.
So I got Steph at 3, LeBron at 11. Talk to me.
I know. No, we're not talking to you, FD. That's
I'll let you know.
That's 1,000% hate. Like I said, LeBron is the greatest basketball athlete, maybe athlete we've at least seen until we find out that he's cheated. Kind of like my boy Lance Armstrong, right?
You knew that was happening at the time.
Huh?
With Lance Armstrong, similar to allegedly, respectfully, you knew something was going down.
Right.
All right, so let me name off some names. People, let me name off some names. You tell me if LeBron's
finest, smoothest. They're gonna have finest. They'll have Topps Dynasty.
Yeah,
they'll have all those.
He says, "Yeah, but what replaces high-end, flawless NT?" That's the question.
Nothing. It's still gonna come out. It's just gonna be on license.
They ain't hitting the same. It's got to be something else.
We'll see. I think they're gonna come out the first year, and then. They're going to have stuff like this. Stuff like this.
Yeah, they will. Yeah. Oh, so let me name out some names. You tell me LeBron's better than who?
Oh, all right.
Michael Jordan.
No.
Oscar Robertson.
Yes.
I'll say no. Magic Johnson.
Yes.
I'll say no. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No. Kobe Bean Bryant. No. Bill Russell.
Yes.
I say no. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yes.
I say no. Tim Duncan.
Yes.
I say no. Steph Curry. No.
Yes.
Will Chamberlain.
Yeah.
No. So that's my top 10. So that's why LeBron's at 11.
No. Listen. LeBron James is Magic, is Oscar, is Wilt, technically was close to Kareem. Instead of a hook shot, he just could drive and score a bucket anytime he wanted to.
Is Barry Bonds Hank Aaron?
Huh?
What? Is Barry Bonds Hank Aaron?
Barry Bonds, and
no.
In my opinion, Barry Bonds overall was better than Hank Aaron overall.
Even knowing that the cream of the clear was running around.
Before the cream of the clear, Hank Aaron hit more home runs than him, so I don't think that makes him a better player than Barry Bonds. But Barry Bonds was a well-rounded baseball player. He was a 40-40 before he cheated.
You knowing that the cream of the clear was running rampant. He's better than Hank Aaron?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, because I'm going to take into account the full. I could cut out the cheating 7 years or 6 years, and he still had a better career overall than Hank Aaron, right? Outside the home run championship, because that's the only thing that would be the only thing that we would measure up, right? Is that the home runs?
Very interesting.
I mean,
so if I cheat on my spelling bee,
thank you, Huddle. Oh, that's fine, Huddle. I respect that because that is yeah. No, I respect that.
Yeah, but I still don't think Barry Bonds is better than Hank Aaron.
That's fine. I respect that. I get what you're saying. I
understand. So if I cheat on my spelling bee, and you sat down all night, studied, couldn't eat your dinner because you're nervous, we good? Nah, you know that ain't sitting right in your stomach. You know that.
I don't know. Hey man, I don't know. Like baseball, my opinion on this whole baseball cheating thing is like it's almost like a tattletale thing to me. I guess that's the best way I can put it. Is like whoever got told on first got put in this thing. Like they baseball knew that they were cheating. It was like they got their hand caught in the cookie jar, and they're like, "It wasn't our fault."
I agree with that.
Blame everybody else, huh?
I think baseball did know. So who puts Curry so high besides personal opinion? I put Curry high. I ain't got any personal opinion.
No, Hector. So look, thank you, Huddle. I don't either, but Steph Curry. If you look at what Steph Curry has done, so Steph Curry and Michael Jordan are more similar technically than LeBron and Michael Jordan are similar because they've both changed the game. They've both had an effect on the game that outreaches like anything. Like you could go to South Africa and somebody will be like shooting a 3 2 steps in from the half court line. You can go see a 4-year-old at your little rec league shooting a long 3-pointer, trying to be like Steph Curry.
Oh yeah, change the game.
Change the game. So that's how.
Huddle says, as a baseball guy, I don't care about it. So let me just ask this question. I hear people say, I don't care what Barry Bonds did. Why are his car prices affected?
Because because the world thinks he's a jerk. He's not. But
you think it's just because of attitude?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. So you don't think any baseball players who have high car values and who have achieved aren't jerks, and people don't know that?
I think that I really believe like if the narrative is that Barry Bonds isn't a good dude, then the narrative is Barry Bonds is not a good dude.
Well, good dude is relative. Some people think taking steroids is not a good dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what makes him not a good dude.
So I'm saying steroids do matter. So some people do care about it.
Yeah, but like I'm with Huddle. Like I really don't care. Like
I say most baseball people care.
I don't think
most
so.
Baseball people. Oh, I did totally did. Why is he in the Hall of Fame?
Because the writers, the baseball is a very prejudiced sport amongst themselves. They're very prejudiced amongst themselves. And they're very the best word I would say is soft. They're very soft.
Oh, this could be a whole. Okay. What is soft? What does soft mean?
What does soft mean?
Yeah.
Sensitive. Other choice words. I mean, Hector. I mean, not Hector, but Huddle. You know, because you're a baseball guy. Like, it's writers that decide who goes into the Hall of Fame or whatever they are called. It's not even like.
So you think there's a strong sentiment for fans for Barry Bonds in totality to be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes, 1,000%.
I don't run across a lot of people that's like, you know what, Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. I run across most people that say, I don't care if he is or if he isn't. Baseball is all stats based. So yeah, steroids matter. That's what I'm saying.
Pitchers were taking steroids. They're like I don't know. The ball might have traveled 4
Roger
more
Clemens
feet.
was not in the Hall of Fame.
Huh?
Roger Clemens is
Yeah, I know, but Barry was hitting off Roger Clemens, and we're not complaining. But Roger Clemens was cheating. It's that literally makes no sense. So they're both cheating. It's an equal playing field, and this guy still was better.
Barry would probably be in one day like Pete Rose.
Yeah, I mean Pete Rose
going to pass away.
So disrespectful, bro. Pete Rose said it though too. Don't put me in when I'm dead. Like, what's that do?
I agree with that. Totally agree with that. What is something else I want to ask you here? Let me get my little notes. Got Jordan on, people. Let me get my notes right. What we got?
Huddle. That's what I'm saying, bro. Huddle. They're so like I just don't understand baseball. Like, I really don't understand baseball. Like the fact that the league doesn't run the Hall of Fame is one of the craziest things, right? They're the only one that the league doesn't run the Hall of Fame, right? I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
Like, it's just the weirdest thing, man.
What do you think of Shohei Ohtani pitching and hitting?
It's great. I'm all for this kind of stuff. I'm all for it. Like, I want to see Shohei stay healthy and go.
Porzingis at the Atlanta Hawks. What's your thoughts? I think they chopped him at his knees. His career is over.
What happened?
I think Porzingis going to the Atlanta Hawks.
He went to the Hawks?
Yeah. You know they're breaking up Boston. They sent Drew Holiday to
Portland, but I don't think he's going to stay either.
Hey, he doesn't want to go to Portland. Who wants to go to Portland? You saw what they did with Dame Dash. I mean, Dame Lillard.
Yeah.
Old players took Green. Yeah, they did.
What did Brendan say? Steroids must
you can just stand in 100-degree heat. You need a little something. It'll pick me up. Steroids must matter to collectors. This is what I'm saying, Brendan.
I don't think so.
Barry Bonds cards are not at all what they should be because somebody cares. Somebody's selling it to somebody else that cares. Somebody's buying it and they care.
People are buying it and then trying to find a Barry Bonds auto, like out of these new products, is a big chase right now too. I don't even know if the 101 has been hit. I don't think it has, but that's gonna be a big card.
Probably people looking for these Barry cards are LeBron fans.
And the Tom Brady 50 or whatever.
Jordan, you see how that comes together?
What?
The LeBron fans looking for Barry. Don't miss that. Old players took Greenish. Yup. Salary cap move. Yeah, Porzingis got chopped at the knees, man. Who wants to go to Atlanta? Hey, I still want to hear where Trae Young is going, where's LaMelo going, where's Zion.
If Porzingis is in Atlanta, I think they're going to keep him. Hector said that many players changed the game. No, only 4 players really like changed the game, like actually changed the game.
Well, the ones he named changed the game.
Huh? Shaq didn't change the game. Shaq was just nobody else is built like Shaq. Wilt didn't change the game.
They changed defense in the NBA for Shaq. They went to zone for Shaq.
Well, I mean, but that's not.
Shaq changed the game. Man.
The hack a Shaq rule. It's a rule today, but it's not the same rule. In the sense of like, it doesn't matter. Like you could go months and not see a hack a Shaq, but you can go 4 steps and not see a pair of Jordans. You can't go to any basketball court and not see kids doing Steph Curry.
New breed.
What up, new breed?
In the house. What's up, bro? We ain't here talking about Steph Curry's greatness and LeBron allegedly respectfully on these PEDs, man.
Bro, y'all wild.
And then I got a new breed. I got a little Jordan. a little LeBron win go by, and I found out that Jordan is a huge fan.
Bro, LeBron, I'm telling you guys, LeBron is the greatest thing we've seen in the last 22 years. And we've been blessed to be able to have Kobe during that time. some Shaq in that time.
I still say this though, and there's no disrespect to Kobe.
Right, Brendan?
If he got drafted to Charlotte, how does that go?
I don't know. I wonder.
I think we know.
We love Kobe though.
Yeah.
We love Kobe. We love Kobe like a brother.
Answer this. Is game better because of Curry? Most fans say no. Shoot a 3 and run back. I don't think most fans are saying that.
No, the game's not better because of Curry. The game just changed because of Curry. 3-pointers are now more important. Mark Jackson said it. I'm going to take my 3s over your 2s all day.
Nick Steph is all-time great. Hey, it's hard for Hector to embrace that. Hector's still stuck on his point guard, 12 points a game, throwing 13 assists. Where is that? Nobody wants to see that, man. It's not happening, man. You saw what happened to Tyrese Halliburton. It's not happening. I wish I could build a time machine and put Hector in it and press the button and put him back in like 78. Boy, he'd be like, man, this game is cold. It's over with, Hector. It's a new day. Think about in the finals. Jay Will came from the 3, played point, so Shea could play the 2. And then Shea, they would switch off. And then Shea would play the point. And if you go back and look at the Clippers film from Shea, he played traditional point guard.
Mm-hmm.
That has evolved. So he gets credit for changing the game. The game is worse. Game is not worse. How's the game worse?
Game's not worse. The game's just more wide open, Hector. So I understand where you're coming from on that one.
It's not worse, man. Did a Cadillac?
I'm not going to let him bully you, Hector. You're okay with your opinion.
I'm just asking a question. So Kobe shot mid-range.
Yeah.
People said Kobe's not a good shooter.
He wasn't a good shooter.
He was if you take off the first 4 years of his career. And
now we got to move the goalpost.
No, it's not moving the goalpost. If you look at his career when he was a real contributor, past 21, when they were beating Indiana in the finals, if you look at that year going forward, Kobe shot well.
Well, unfortunately, stats go from day one to last day. See, you guys, what I'm telling you guys, FD want to move these goalposts to make these points.
I'm just speaking facts.
What, 3 times? I think 3 times, right?
How many times Curry stopped LBJ from getting rings?
3 times.
Yeah,
right?
I think
3, or was it 3 for 2? 2 out of 3.
Hey, I got number water in here, people. People talking about testing my cup. I got water, bro.
Hey, tell him, bro. Listen, Kobe had bad shooting stats. There's no question. There's like not even an argument.
But why doesn't anybody bring that up with Allen Iverson, who shot like trash?
He had a trash shooting stat.
If anybody today shoots like Allen Iverson, they're not playing more than 3 or 4 years.
We don't think Allen Iverson's a top 3 player in the NBA or top 5.
So I've talked to some people who say he's probably 1 or 2 point guard.
I don't know about that. You could probably put him in the top 5, maybe like point guards, maybe.
Hector, we just gotta leave you in 78, man. Seriously, with the Coupe de Ville dropped out.
Listen, Hector, the problem is that Curry can have a bad shooting night. Curry could have, let's say he goes 4 for 22 or something like that. That's 12 points just off 3s.
Hector cares nothing about that, bro. How many dimes did he drop? The leader in assists this year. How many did they throw?
It was a bunch. But it was a bunch.
Hold on.
It was somebody new too.
Let me pull this up.
Because weren't we talking about? I think we were talking about it, like
because we like to get in them actuals and factuals.
right? Hey, but Monte Ellis is just he was still trying to be the man.
Yeah,
he still could have been the man.
He wanted to be the man.
Yeah, he still could have been the man.
That chopped at his knees. Probably could have had at least 1 ring. Play his cards right.
Yep.
So let's go down here. What was my boy Hector at? Hector, you up in the house? Please say you are. James Harden. Now, he led the league with 9.9, 9.1. Not a traditional point guard. Cade Cunningham. Is that a traditional point guard?
No.
No. Tyrese Halliburton. Yes. Joker. Jalen Brunson. He's not a traditional point guard. Am I right? Giannis. Shea is not a traditional point guard. Doesn't play like that right now. Davion Mitchell. He's not even a point guard. Luka. Luka's not a traditional point guard.
I'm like, there's no way this guy. I'm looking at it. There's no way. How many games did these guys play?
Franz.
Well, I know how many Luka played. How many Davion played?
Well, this is where. Hold on here.
But Magic's not Steph. So Magic's closer to LeBron than Magic's closer to Steph. So you got to look at it for what it is, like who they were. And plus, we're talking about two different basketball times.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like Magic was doing stuff that is still relevant today, but back then it was brand new.
Hector, what do you want to look at on Steph's all-time stats? I'll pull them up. There's no surprises for me. I've been through Steph's all-time stats more than probably anybody here. There are no surprises here because I love data.
Hey,
Lord knows this. I love numbers.
Yeah. Hey, new breed. If Gilbert was on that Warriors team, bro, that would have been so. Gilbert would have been the happiest you could ever see Gilbert be. Because all he would have had to do is shoot.
You think Gilbert and Steph could play together?
Yeah. Gilbert would have played too. Oh, yeah. Gilbert would have. And even if he didn't, Steph moving around, oh, my goodness. Oof. That would have been nasty.
How many Gilbert Arenas fans do we have in here?
I don't know. I've been a Agent Zero fan.
Hard for me. Different times, but you guys saying Curry all the time. That's why I compare. I'm just gonna put you in 78, bro. I'm just gonna leave. I just ran off a list. There's one traditional point guard, and he just got hurt. That's playing in today's game in relevant basketball in the playoffs. No team has a traditional point guard. Now, all I'm asking is why is that?
Darius Garland is more traditional, but he's a scorer, but he's more traditional.
Yeah, bro. He's a small two.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he is. And he's not that great at that.
I mean, Darius Garland.
He's not going to take that team, put it on his back. And
he was hurt, and he played pretty well hurt. I like Darius Garland. He was hurt. He was hurt.
Okay.
He was hurt.
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about before he got hurt. Now you're gonna have me. Okay.
Darius Garland's good.
Yeah, awesome.
You play with a ball centric Donovan Mitchell. It's tough.
I'm talking about before Donovan Mitchell got there. We go way back, baby.
Oh, you can go back. He's good. I mean,
let's go way back,
bro. What trades did I miss? I didn't even see that Porzingis.
I don't know what else has happened tonight.
I think the Lakers thing. What is it? What's it say?
6.7 assists a game. His assists he's dropped like one or two since Mitchell got there.
Right.
His points have kind of stayed the same. It's around 20 points a game.
Yeah.
But these are the key stats, bro. Field goal percentage 45. It's decent. He needs to get better at that. 3-point percentage 38%. It's not gonna cut the mustard, man. Doesn't cut it. And his free throw percentage is at 87. So two of the big three. This is how I measure a guard.
Wait, his free throw was 87, right?
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, his field goal percentage at he's shooting 49% on twos. He's got to improve that.
I'm still gonna take that from my point guard.
No, I'm not gonna take that from my point guard. He's got to be more efficient.
I mean, he's essentially sitting 50%. I mean, take 50%.
As a point guard on twos, 50%.
I would have to see his jump shot usage or those layups. But if it's a jump shots, yeah.
Newbury. It's crazy how the Achilles injuries to players that wear zero.
That was wild.
Yeah.
That was wild. That's just crazy. If the world's not set up, I don't know. They got us looking on left when something's going on right, I guess. I don't know.
Jordan, I want to thank you for being here tonight, man. You stepped in.
I appreciate you.
I finally realized some things about you. You got a wicked jump shot.
That's the wind. Look at the wind.
Multi-dimension. Yeah, you're a LeBron fan.
Oh my goodness.
When you try to hide it by saying you appreciate LeBron.
Listen, I appreciate LeBron as I appreciate.
Go with it, man. Hit your chest.
But I'm not going to say I'm not jumping up and down for LeBron. I mean, I'm jumping up and down for LeBron as a whole career of 20 years, 22 years.
Do you yell LeBron when you shoot a jump shot?
Stop it. Who yells stop it?
LeBron, do you do that? I think you do. Something tell me I'm
No, sir. No, sir. Listen, I'm more Draymond than I'm definitely LeBron. And I'm
you're a Draymond fan? You're a Draymond fan? You're a Draymond?
Yeah.
So what did you think when Draymond and LeBron got into it and Draymond got suspended for a final game?
What's that?
That was bogus. When LeBron and Draymond got into it and Draymond got suspended for a finals game.
No.
Yeah, I got a wicked jump shot. I'm telling you, man, we don't know. There's some things about Jordan. I'm telling you.
My jumper is off right now. I'm literally. I think I've been keeping track. We just lost our playoff game. I think I'm what am I? I think I was like 6 for like 35 or something right now, bro.
Okay.
This is not normal for me, but we went we've always been in the semifinals or the finals.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've won more than 2 games in a row in the last 3 or 4 months.
So for Hector's sake, did you play the traditional point guard position?
I play. You would consider me as the point guard, yeah.
Hector would be real happy to hear that information. Adam, my mom told me meet at nice girl at church, but they were all sleeping with the pastor. Okay, all right.
I don't understand that, so
I don't either.
I'm gonna move on.
That came out left field. Okay, Adam. All right.
I'm gonna move on.
Hey, so y'all know, Jordan picked up this baton 10 minutes before going on.
Yeah.
Jordan's been here for 2 hours and 37 minutes.
Appreciate you.
Non-stop action. I've thrown Jordan some curveballs. He took them like nothing. And I appreciate you, man, for jumping on.
I got you, FD. I appreciate you. You know I appreciate you, FD.
Oh, yeah. We have fun with it, man. To me, you got to have fun with it. If you don't have fun with it, there's a lot of people that get so tight about stuff. For me, it's Shea all day and Curry. And
I know. We know.
We're going to see who else is coming to the table. Because
we know.
If you're not at that table, I don't know where to put your biscuit at.
Listen, FD's table, it goes on tilt sometimes, guys. We don't even know. We don't know.
Tilt. It's pretty level on greatness. I don't know about tilting.
Listen, FD is shutting down some of the guys. You know what? Let me publicly say this too. I don't know if Big John's when Big John watches this. I give Big John so much crap about PCA because he had a trash year last year. I don't care. Don't tell me because he was new. He had a trash year.
Okay.
He did not have a good year, but Pete Crow Armstrong is killing it right now. So Big John, I'm sorry. Yeah. He is killing it. He probably will be if everything goes right, it will be a MVP season for him, maybe, depending on how those Cubbies look. But hey, Pete stepped up. But like I say always, baseball don't matter until after All-Star game. So we'll see what happens after All-Star game.
True. But Big John was the first person that brought
he did.
PCA to me.
Yep.
Start talking about it, man. Big John, I hope y'all know. Big John is extremely analytical and gets into the nuances of sports, basketball, baseball, and a bunch of other stuff that, like, he's saying some stuff that, like, wow, he's deep right now. It's not like, it's just surface level. A lot of people can get surface level with it.
Right.
But when you start getting deep and pulling out metrics of why you think certain things that can support it with data,
right? That's the numbers here. The
data. That's what it's all about to me. And I don't know if even people know that I was doing What's the Play. Big John was in the comments, and he was leaving comments that were on another level to me. So then I said one day, hey, let me have you on as a guest. And he comes in as a guest and continues this comment with stuff where I asked him, hey, do you want to be a co-host? And that's how Big John and I met, all organic through the show. And I've always wanted this show to be where I have Jordan on, I have Big John on, I have people on that are actual collectors, actual in the hobby. And then they really get deep into what they're thinking as far as on a sports level. So then let's talk about it. And I think that's what I try to want to bring on the show. And Big John has elevated what we do here big time. Newbury says, hey fellas, what's a player I should get cards from right now? PCA would be one of baseball.
But his cards are blowing up right now.
I still think Paolo's stuff is undervalued.
Anthony Simmons. Paolo is low. He's low right now. Do you know who just went there? Bain. You might want to catch Bain. You might catch a couple bucks on Bain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Thompson twins are probably still really low key, like not super solid.
I just think those guys are going to be defensive players. I don't ever see them moving on the offensive end.
Amen can
score. High level. What's that?
I said Amen can score. Amen can score. I watched him live. FD. I watched him live. I'm speaking from. I watched him play. Obviously, a non-important game, but it was important to them because him, Cam, all those guys finally got the time to play. His rookie year, I'm telling you, the boy just moves different, bro. He just moves different.
From that rookie year, I've said that their ceiling is higher than Jonathan Kuminga's. To me, they're all three a similar build, similar athleticism. They're better basketball players than him.
Hey, Kuminga, I think I told you guys, I watched Kuminga in summer league. And I'm sitting next to the scouts, right? And I mean, we're all saying this, like, bro, Kuminga is just a ball hog, right? Like, Kuminga, it was a ball stopper. And the guy that was scouting, he was just like, yeah, look, every time he gets it, Kuminga's not going to pass it. He's not looking at his other teammates, anything like that. Essentially, they're saying what similar to what you're saying is if he's not going to get.
He's hit his head, man.
Yeah, he's not going to move to that next level. That was their biggest thing. It's like he's not going to move to that next level because of that. That's his biggest.
Now I got another question for you. Has Cade Cunningham hit his head on his ceiling?
No.
Really?
No. This was like breakout. Cade was good his rookie year.
Was it breakout or did he hit his head on his ceiling?
No. Cade was good like this his rookie year. Second year got hurt. Third year showed what he was doing his second year.
To me, a sleeper. So to me, Cade Cunningham is the generic version of Luka Doncic.
Nah, I mean, I guess you could say that. I don't know.
Very similar playing style.
Cade's a little bit smoother, but yeah.
I don't see him much. I don't see either one of them taking a team to the promised land.
I don't know. I like Cade. I've liked Cade when he came out, and I could see. I don't know. I like Cade, but
what about Jalen Durant? What's he with? Jalen Durant.
If stays healthy, he's great.
Has he hit his head?
No, because he's gonna get a little bit more offense. His defense.
You remember Otis Thorpe back in the day?
Yes, sir.
He'll never
Otis.
He'll never be Otis Thorpe.
That's a good comparison, FD.
Yeah.
You know that?
They play
That's
the
a
same
really
way.
good comparison.
Play the same way. He won't be that guy.
I'm with you. I like
Who
that.
is it?
And then Brunson, no. Obi, no. Obi's a flash in the pan, but that's my personal opinion, and I like Obi, but
Obi Toppin?
Yeah, I don't think.
I'm just happy he developed a 3-point shot. You know how marketable he is now?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's going to make money.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
that athletic. A
Oh,
couple
yeah.
games in this series, he was out rebounding people.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Obi is going to be a quintessential player in the league. He's going to be like Theo Ratliff.
Yes, he's better. This series showed me that Obi Toppin is multidimensional. When once you thought he was just a dunker.
Yeah.
He can shoot the three, pretty good clip, and he can rebound the basketball with his athleticism. He's higher up than most people when they come down with it.
Oh yeah, for
But
sure.
he did, in this series, he made himself some money.
Yes, he did. And they're probably going to pay Miles Turner too.
Yeah.
They're going to pay Miles Turner. I mean, they're going to run it back. I think, I mean, if they run it back, they won't do as good, obviously. Well, we don't know. Mathurin is a beast. So I'm curious.
Oh, you think Indiana's going to run it back?
No, I don't think they're. I think they'll make it to the playoffs, but I just don't think
okay. Yeah. You won't see Indiana again in the finals.
No, I think they'll make it. They won't make a deep run. But Mathurin is a big piece. I think Benedict Mathurin on a team. That on your Golden State Warriors.
Oh hell no! He doesn't play defense. Oh no, sir.
No, Benedict Mathurin can play defense. No. I'm telling you, if
you can't be a roller coaster.
He might be better than Kuminga for you guys.
Kuminga's gone, so he's not even under the organization.
Hey, Mathurin's a player, bro.
For maybe half the series. The other half, he's gonna go to the free throw and miss 3 out of 4.
Oh man, that was crushing. Stop it, FD. Let me put you on the free throw line. Let me give you $1,000 and say, FD, you got $1,000.
This is what I do for a living? This is what or is it right now I go from work and go to the gym and shoot? Or this is what I do for a living.
Listen, as I said, FD.
First of all, his name is Benedict.
I can't.
So that's all we need to know.
Hey, no, Alexander Walker, Nas, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know because
Nas Reed would be good with Golden State.
Nas would be good,
and Alexander Walker is a nice upcoming player. He's nice. Get him away from Ant-Man. He's nice,
bro. I'm looking at the trades. Boston got George Niang, which is actually a good pick for Boston because he's a 3-point shooter.
He doesn't do much else.
He don't do much else, but he's 2 inches taller, 2 inches shorter than Porzingis, maybe 3. Brooklyn got Terrence Mann. That's actually pretty good.
At least he can play now.
Yeah. Sadiq Bey has been traded like 50 times, and I've seen him play like once.
He's just an asset you move around.
Right. And then I'm curious. I don't think CJ's going to stay in Washington.
I would hope not for his sake. He's done too much. That man played last year with a collapsed lung. Right after that came back. He deserves more than going to Washington.
And then the Anthony Simon and the Drew Holiday, just an upgrade. Same player, similar player, younger player.
Yeah, but they're also trying to get Drew Holiday's money off their books.
Yeah. So that was smart. And they got Porzingis' money off.
Yeah.
And you got Houston and Jalen.
Tatum's gone. Jaylen Brown's going to be playing by himself.
If he stays, if he's there.
If he looks down, his jersey is really going to say the Washington Wizards, why it says Boston. He's rebuilding, baby.
I got you.
I want to know, is he going to grow the throwback? Is he going to stay with the spray in? Is he going to get some dread? I mean, he's going to get some braids in that thing? What's he about to do with it? He's going to have a lot of time to think about other things besides where am I going to the playoffs? He got a lot of time, huh? He's dating a young lady that used to be in the WNBA. Now she's a model.
Listen, Jaylen Brown gets so no love, but that guy's a baller. He's a player.
Yeah, he's a player. But he also is a guy with a backup plan. So, you know, He's made a post career for himself. You'll see him doing a lot. CJ and Middleton ain't staying in Washington. I would hope not.
Yeah, but you can't. Both of them have big contracts, so I mean, you're then. I'd be surprised to see where they go. Middleton would be good in LA, but that won't happen. They need a big still.
Hold up, you talking about Clippers or Lakers?
Lakers.
Middleton shoots too much to play with LeBron.
No, Middleton does exactly what LeBron loves, and Luka would like that too.
What's up?
Sit there and catch the ball and shoot.
But that's not how Middleton plays. He's not a
no. He's not a. But since he's been hurt, he still plays defense. Middleton still plays defense.
I just don't see that working with one LeBron James.
Oh, that would work.
With LeBron, you got to play like what's his name with the goatee that came from Brooklyn, that was there for a little bit. Like you got to reduce your shots. You're there to move the ball and play shredded defense.
No, that's you remember Danny Green? That's Danny Green. Middleton,
but that's not really Middleton's game.
That's how they won the champion. That's why they were winning championships, because he doesn't clog up the lane. He didn't clog the lane with Milwaukee. That's how it stayed open. They just got rid of Middleton because they thought they were going to get a younger, similar player in Kuzma. That's okay. I'm okay with him taking away from AR shots because AR isn't as consistent in his three-pointers as I would say Middleton is. And they might shoot similar, but
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Nah.
You have to become to play with LeBron.
Dude, I'm telling you, I promise you, Chris Middleton with LeBron, like the floor would be so spread. They still just need a big. You would be more scared of that lineup than probably AR.
We will revisit
LeBron and Luka.
I don't see that happen. I don't see that working. I don't see any of that.
I don't know. I would take that lineup. I might take that over Rui.
Was a scorer in Milwaukee. Middleton was a scorer in Milwaukee.
Yeah, he can still score. But look at AR. AR scored, and he still scored. I'm telling you. Middleton, though?
No, AR didn't start scoring until Luka got there.
No, AR was scoring before. I promise. I promise. I watched Laker games. I definitely watched the Laker games.
AR had a diminished role when AD was still there. When Luka came, everything opened up.
That's how he got paid, though, FD. You remember? That's how he got paid.
He only had one team paying him.
Yeah, but I mean, he still played to get paid. I promise you. If we go talk to the census, they'll tell you.
The last topic of the night. What's his name? What is AR-15's name? Reeves.
Austin Reeves. And then, how do you feel about the Lakers selling? By the way, somebody asked that earlier, but
I feel about that what?
The Lakers selling.
Oh, I think it's wonderful for them. Yeah, it's the right move. You're gonna see Luka in shape. They've already met with Luka and said, "Stop the bullshitting. You got to be in shape," and they want to see something. So let's look at this, my man. Well, we don't break it down by game. How do we do stats like this? Let me see if I can find something.
Pulling these up.
What's up?
I want Giannis to stay in Milwaukee as a.
Nobody wants that. You want that?
I want Giannis to stay in Milwaukee. I like seeing the players stay at their home team, but let's say, where do we want Giannis? Where would I love to see Giannis play? You know where? New York. That'd be fun. Wouldn't happen, but that'd be fun. That would be fun.
All right, so Austin Reeves averaged
like 15 his first 12 or something. Second year, I think he went up to 20 and 6 or something.
But in 26 games of Luka, he averaged more. So he went up to 21. I'm trying to find what he had before Luka. Well, his year was at 20. So he had to go up by that premise. but I don't know about how much. See, the presence of Luka unlocks some stuff. I just can't get to that number right now. But
So
his went up.
Let's see, his points. Points. His rookie year was 7.3. His first year, excuse me. His third year was 13, and then his second year was 13. His third year was 15, and then this year was 20.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he averaged 21 with Luka, so that means he averaged less than 20 before Luka. So his points went up. He became more of a scorer in that offense with Luka around. Like, just look at some of his games here. I mean, he's scoring more points than what this dude was doing before. Yeah, I can't get to it. I have to dig on that. That's gonna be on my mind now. Luka unleashed himself, man, because Luka opens up the offense.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Where would we like Giannis to go? There's really only one place to
go. Golden State.
Yeah. It's only one place to go. If he's not going there, might as well stay in Milwaukee. Yeah, Middleton's going to take away AR-15. That's just not going to work. It just doesn't. There's nothing about that that's going to work for LeBron James.
I'm telling you, Middleton spotted up, shooting and being able to drive. LeBron might play like 4 more years if that was the case.
No, it's going to be more of those juices and berries. That's going to get him to 4 more years. It won't be Middleton. Middleton's playing on 2 bad knees, too.
I know. That's if Middleton was healthy. But if Giannis goes in Golden State,
it's lights out, baby.
Oh, yeah. You guys are winning with Butler?
Yeah, Butler will be there.
That'd be pretty scary.
I'd love to see OKC versus Golden State. Western.
Bro, they're blowing them out. Healthy? They're blowing them out. OKC is getting blown out.
I just want to see it.
Who on OKC? Caruso's not stopping Giannis.
No, nobody's stopping Giannis. They got problems. Chet is not stopping Giannis. Hardenstein's not stopping Giannis. They got problems. And then who's D'ing up Steph? Dort?
Dort?
He run Dort ragged.
That's all right. They'll send Dort, Casey Wallace, the wrong J. Will, and I'll probably put a little Caruso on him. Steph's probably not going to be the one to kill you.
I see a lot of people having problems with Steph on that team. Wiggins, Dort. You know that hamstring pull helped them out, right? People talking about Halliburton? That hamstring pull helped them out.
Oh, no. Yeah.
In the West Conference Finals. OKC versus Golden State.
A healthy Golden State? Yeah, I'm excited.
What you say?
I said a healthy Golden State. That would have been a good matchup. SGA still probably would have won, but
yeah, I think he would. I think they had more talent this year, more. But when you get in the house, you get that post game. Curry's never had that center like that. I'm over here watching right now 2012 Western semifinals with a young OKC team with Harden on it playing Kobe and the Lakers. You'd have never thought that this OKC team would do 0.
Those guys were so good.
3 Hall of Famers. Is Ibaka a Hall of Famer?
Nah. I mean, he probably will end up be, but nah.
Then you got Bynum on here running around. I never forget one day I'm in El Segundo, California, and I'm at a Subway, and Bynum is in line in front of me to get a sub. And I'm just looking up at this guy like.
He was tall.
Looked brittle as hell. Very thin and brittle. And that was his career.
Yeah. He was thin. Like a lot of people thought he was thick, but he was a skinny guy.
Crazy thing is, OKC's coach at this time gets no credit now. We thought he was going places.
Who, Dagnall?
No, OKC.
Oh, Brooks. Scotty Brooks?
Brooks.
Man. Dude, that team. Man. That team. I don't know, FD. That team. I don't know, FD. I don't know, FD. I don't know. All I know is this, FD, is that LaMelo is going to have a breakout year this year.
Don't use the word break. Don't say anything about break. Just say he's going to have an out year. Don't say breakout.
Yeah, new breed. They should keep Trace Jackson Davis, Dell Davis's son.
It all depends on if Giannis comes down. Trace Jackson Davis may have to hit the road.
You still need a bench. They're getting rid of which man, I don't know. You FD, this is your team. What's going on with Looney? Like, and try to be unbiased as possible. Like, what's going on with Looney? Are we just having a down year, like emotionally and mentally?
No, what happened with Looney? What's wrong with Looney?
I'm just saying, like, he didn't have a good year.
Why didn't he have a good year?
What's going on with Steve Kerr and his rotations? What's going on?
Steve Kerr's trying to find something. We talk about Magic Johnson. Steve Kerr fell into a great situation his rookie year as a coach, and I used to go to Phoenix very often for work when Steve Kerr was the general manager of the Phoenix Suns. He went out and signed Shaq with Steve Nash at point, and Shaq was 400 pounds.
That was old Shaq.
Steve Kerr got saved by some situations and playing with the greatest backcourt of all time. So now that backcourt is in half and older, and he needs the Kawhi Leonard to come along to help Tim Duncan and them. He needs the next wave, but he doesn't know how to coach a big man. So even if Giannis got there, he's only going to succeed because he's a vet. Steve Kerr's not going to develop somebody to do that. So Steve Kerr is caught between a rock and a hard place. Every game he leans on his guards and his small players because that's what he's used to when they were younger. This is 2025. And then this year was the first year where I guess Curry probably spoke up and said, "You're not going to run me in the ground in game 32." So he was forced to put Curry on the bench and have other people try to win the game. And that's why Butler is so important because he allows Curry to have some rest time.
I don't know. I'm excited to see what a full season with those guys are. Hopefully you guys bring in another piece. I don't like Pods as the piece that you guys chose, but
hey, he's a good piece to move to get somebody in there.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, he had a horrible season, though, end of season. He had a good regular season. But.
Yeah. We'll see.
And then,
I got faith that Curry will get one for the thumb.
I hope so. If he does, that LeBron Curry conversation is going to get wild.
No, it's really over with. It's only going to get wild with fans of LBJ.
It's going to get wild. But the East is wide open next year, for sure. There's no questions. The East is wide open.
Knicks guard, Jalen Brunson, he needs help. So
they got a new coach. Well, they haven't got a new coach, but when they get a new coach.
Well, I think the front office is the problem. So you fire a coach with no plan.
Maybe they had maybe because we get to hear Ndoka Ime, and then we get the Jason Kidd rumors out there. Maybe there was something set up, and then they said, "Oh, we ain't doing this no more."
I think Newbury. I think they will treat Jackson Davis like they did Wiseman.
I mean, but at least Jackson Davis got play time.
Big men are expendable. He didn't get any play in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, though. Your rotation, I don't understand. Like,
Steve doesn't trust him. He doesn't trust him, so he's going with the guys he trusts.
I mean, I like that Post kid, but
man, Post can only shoot threes, right? He's not a defender. Can't move his feet. He's probably already off the team, just waiting. He's like when they edit a movie and they leave the film on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
That's Post. They just wait.
Wait. I said,
yeah, wait. Just Post. Yeah, he's gone. Just making the announcement. Man.
I'll see you tomorrow, homie. No, you won't.
No, you won't.
Hey,
I don't care if Draymond was dancing with him and had his hand around his neck. You out of here, dog.
The whole LeBron, when I put my arm around you, that means you gone.
I wonder if James Wiseman would be back with somebody.
Is he in Detroit?
No, he was in Indiana.
Oh yeah, he was hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah, towards the Achilles, got cut by the team, so he doesn't have a team. We'll see.
I remember when you were saying when you were with JD talking about your boy James.
I still believe in Wiseman.
I don't think he's going to opportunity, FD, and that's all NBA is about is opportunity. Not all, you don't get it all the time.
He's 24 years old. We'll see.
No, he got rid. Yeah, I don't think so.
Should Kawhi go ahead and retire? No, he got some ball left. And he got some residual dollars to pick up from somebody.
Hey, yeah. This money that's going around right now is wild for these kids, bro. These men.
They'll still, hopefully they take care of it.
I don't know.
But George, it's always a pleasure having you here, bro. Everybody that's in the chat, I appreciate New Breed coming in, sliding in the home plate. I appreciate you. I look forward to these conversations every day. Next week we'll have Big John back. He'll tell us all. We're gonna have a slideshow, people. He'll tell us all about his vacation and how it went and how it was. But know that when you're here, you're appreciated for your time. You could be anywhere doing anything. You choose to come in here and kind of trip out with us for some time we are together.
Now, I appreciate you, FD. You just need to put me in the corner so I can start talking crazy when you guys start going off. I just need. I'm your bar.
What we could create is the Jordan segment where we bring you in, have you break it down and show all your love for LeBron, and then let you
a little LaMelo sprinkled in. I got you.
Thank you, Zerny. Thank you, everybody. Please
appreciate you, Zerny.
Have a good one. Hey, Jordan, tell your family I said what's up. I know we took some time away. Tell them I said hello.
No, I will. I thought my daughter was going to run in here. She usually runs in here when I'm up here.
Always know your babies can come through, show us some love. We will have them in the show. It's all good.
Appreciate you, FD. You know,
all right, brother. You have a good one.
All right, you too. Good night, everybody.
Y'all keep rolling.
Same name, D Number Chaser. Same name.
D Number Chaser.